Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm World Dragon, and this is our continuation of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader on Grim Darkness on the Daring difficulty. And we're still on Grim Darkness, and that makes me very happy. We almost lost it last episode. Our Void Ship went down to 5 health. Or could have been 8 health, I can't quite remember. But it was one hit away from exploding, I can tell you that much. So here we are on Janus. We are trying to find out exactly what is going wrong. We've gone and picked up Earlet, who is joining us, the Eldari Scout. Let's see, have we got anything we can equip her with? We have already a beautiful... Laser weapons are effective against targets in cover and targets with high dodge. This is also a laser weapon. This rifle can only perform dead-eye shot attacks. Whenever the wielder scores a critical hit with a single shot attack, they gain additional attack this turn. Oh, I like it. She gets that new rifle. What else do we have? Let's equip her with some mobile extractums. No, that's blinding grenade. Sure, we'll take one of those. Whenever allied into voice of command, allies in a 2-star radius around the wearer gain 40% bonus. Let's not worry about that. Plus 20 bonus to coercion, minus 5 penalty to awareness. Now, she is generally... What have we got? Law, Xenos, and awareness. So obviously, no, that won't be... do. Eldari Plasma Grenade, it seems only right. Immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. Probably won't come into effect too much, but it's not like I've got any other cloak to equip her with. I believe that's something of... immunity to horrors of the warp. I mean, maybe. I don't see why not. Pontius Siphius Galasius on the training of worthy servants at the court of the Navis Nobilate. Alright, well that's too much. Let us... 50% critical hit chance to ranged attacks against enemies with less than 50% wounds left. I mean, sure, again, nothing else to equip at this point. Okay. She does have Eldari Ranger armor. Armor 30%. That's not bad. Light armor. 100% dodge. You know, pretty high numbers. Pretty good. Must not have features Eldari equipment. Oh, interesting. There you go. So she's been slightly better equipped. And so we came from... We came from the beyond. We came from up here, the Orange Garden. We've obviously run down here. Oh, yes, and we parked ourselves right here because we were going to have a conversation with Attalus Quint. Dude man wearing a cloak of the Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on a data slate. It's an honor to suggest you in person. Allow me to introduce myself, Attalus Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agricultae. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. Think of... I must confess the news of her arrest has shaken me to my core. May I speak openly? I admit that I haven't got a bad word to say about Governor Wyatt, and I hope that when you appraise her efforts, your anger will change to mercy. She's a superb leader. She possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form or a given situation. With such finesse cannot be a bad person. He's good with paperwork. Tell me about Janus. Your ladyship, rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies. Field placements pass their checks, complete all the induction forms, and go through the official procedure. Important paperwork is going unsigned. The absence of a required signature is, of course, the most horrifying thing about this situation. I'm hoping he was taking the piss. The House of House Zarkaris. Ships to settlements on Aegis 24 have been stopped. The heirs are still dealing with the transfer of holdings, and incoming reports tell me that a quarter of the workings in the affected settlements have already died of starvation, while most of those remaining have left the perimeter and have not yet returned to their designated places. Things continue in this vein. I dare not even imagine what it could lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your ladyship. Like that deranged planet by the nameless star, so close to your own peaceful system. The inhabitants there supposedly live under the patronage of rogue trader Winterscale. Try to think what he has created there. Where have the rebels struck and how? New rumor and ending war. Of course, of course. I would be delighted to furnish you with all the information I have. 15 organized attacks. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged. Transport routes. I suppose this will not tell you much, please. And 3-dimensional map with coordinates on the attacks appears on your cogitator. Cast a practiced eye over the intelligence. Provided to you an instantly grasp on the situation. You're into combat. First service is tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out these saboteurs with the slightest mercy. They keep on appearing. That's not good. Who is directing the rebels? The rebels are well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that the instigators of the rebellions are very familiar with the planet's terrain and climate. Of course, your ladyship. What do you know about the attack on the estate? You have to say about the governor's helper. Today's regretful event, I'm going to hold her talents in particular esteem. Any particular abilities could be an interesting subject to study for the Magos biologists. That Elon could head shape those eyes, judging by the skull that was given to me to send onto footfall. Such developmental anomalies on Janus are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inherent trait. What did you say? I'm certain your kinsman would be delighted to learn that people wish to make pretty press papier out of his remains. What skull are you talking about? Our most remarkable item, I must say, a true anomaly. One moment. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor. But under the current circumstances, I doubt I will be able to attend it football anytime soon. Removed from my sight seems like I'm ignoring it. Very nice on my desk. Seems like I'm leaning it. I mean, I'm going to smash it. I did not mean to offend you. Oh. Okay, I thought she'd be happy with that because I'm not letting people deface her people's... Anyway, never mind. Oops. I mean, you know, because I thought claiming it for a paperweight would be even worse. I thought that would literally be me flaunting.
My nerves are frayed.
Although maybe that was a way, you know, to take it off him and then give it back to her, which is what I was thinking, but I don't know. I really wasn't sure, basically. I'm waiting for the estate to be cleared completely so we can be rid of this trash. This is my lovely ship.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Leadership, please do not stray too close to the building. When the terrorists from today's attack hold up in there, he could be dangerous. All the assassins were arrested and neutralized except for one. He sealed himself inside. He already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him. Poison the rebel. We're using insecticide from our stockpiles. Leadership, we don't have any military grade poisons. We don't need them, not for this parasite. Focus to clear the air right now, then wait at his identity. What's so special about this building? Returned at the time of the attack. There were no potential hostages or innocent people inside. If you ask me, I think it's the first place the killer came to when he was beating his retreat. To talk to the person inside. Dare to question me. You won't take me alive. Better pull a bullet out of my brain than let the governor's dogs get their hands on me. Which minus 10. Awareness 15. Strength 15. IQ 0. Examine the door. Door looks solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on the hinges. A sure sign that material is degraded. The lock doesn't look new either. With a suitable tool, it could easily be opened. Attempt to break down the door. Pick the lock. Yep. Real good at that one. Let's break down the door. A few powerful blows and the door flies open, revealing the way inside. It can't be. The rogue trader. Your ladyship, have mercy. You are sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Save you from what? From Governor Wyatt. Everybody here knows that she's doing to us. We've put up with it for long enough, hoping that somebody would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up from the settlements, supposedly to go over to the palace, and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields, and the people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. Sacrifice, madness, pain, and death. Even in so primitive a society as this, such rites seem senseless, not worthy of such efforts. What is this, a random quirk of nature or something darker? We're taught the peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness. But this young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body, and grey shackles bind his hands and feet and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without end. Yes, others are going feral and attacking their loved ones, and then there's... People say that in some settlements, while they've stopped upholding the law altogether, imperial law and the law of basic human decency, people are turning into animals. Who's behind the rebels? Your ladyship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren, it's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. Give the rebel an easy death. Well, not yet, persuasion. As long as you keep... What did I say? Get a handle on the situation, but to do that I need to meet with your leader. Only the chief saw one person from the base. He came a few times bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine. And he said that the governor's dogs will pay for their reprisals in settlements, but that's not where they're hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folks. We have it all worked out so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them, but I swiped the chief's fox. I thought after I killed the governor I could use the message coordinates and find the base hiding out there. People wait outside will put you through far worse torment than I will. Goodbye. It's Iconoclast, so I'm gonna go for it. Body goes limp and drops to the floor. We are trying to get Iconoclast up to level 5 in this playthrough. Oh, dried berries. Just called fibrous berries.
What lies
Oh,
beyond?
25% on tech, 65% on demolition. That's quite low. We'll skip that for now. Problem is I need to remember that I have to literally search like everywhere well, all of these planets that I've ever been every once in a while. Because, I really wish I'd taken the skull off him. I thought, you know, I thought it was bad. I thought, you know, me trying to flaunt an Eldari skull saying I want it as a paperweight on my desk would have had bad reactions.
Oh yes, they all will see.
No, I thought removing it. Creeping Creeweed, a typical plant of the Western Hemisphere. We've studied the possibility of industrial cultivation, but the process was found to be inefficient. Wish. So, Romeo claims a leader in hiding far away from populated centers. The coordinates of the attacks indicate a definite vector of movement for the rebels, making it possible to narrow the search area, and it's on the Western Hemisphere.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Let's go and quickly speak to Governor Wyatt again. And we'll go back up to our ship, I think. Raj will accompany me, as always. In a little personal protective bubble. To neglected to mention. The evolution process seems a little extreme to me. Janus was heavily cultivated, forests were cleared, and mountains raised across half the planet. There's no surprise that we're still noticing the consequences of those changes. Are you surprised by my knowledge of the topic? Our whole dynasty is dedicated itself to taming Janus, this plentiful yet stubborn planet. Oddities among Janus's population. I don't deny it, some of our experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, recently one of the noble families of Janus has taken on the difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, it has involved introducing experimental supplements to their food and mental conditioning in monitored settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted and part of the population suffers from side effects. I do not ask anyone to pay tithes in human bodies. I am reducing the burden on the settlements which have suffered as a result of the unsuccessful experiments involving enriched food, and I'm gathering the worst affected subjects. Theobald and Felix tried to limit the effect my powers had on the lowborn servants of Uric 5. The station's laboratoriums ran experiments on those who had the misfortune of losing their minds because of my gift. Ancient ruins. Things are better left off under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the grasp of even the enlightened minds of the Adeptus Mechanicus. As far as ruled on Janus for many generations, and each new governor has, without fail, contributed to the planet's taming. The world was once a wild planet full of xeno beasts and utterly unsuitable for growing anything. Sometimes I cannot help but think that this world is endowed with a consciousness, the consciousness of a capricious and stubborn child who likes to spoil everything that we have achieved. You'll do it for fun when you have free time, that is. There are enough noble families on the world to keep boredom at bay. I frequently host guests. Your ladyship and my servants arrange suitable entertainments, from parlor concerts to private executions of traitors who break imperial law. I wanted that conversation to go further. Mainly Helican corn, flint corn, and red turnip. Of course, I cannot fail to mention the several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivating fermentable fruit. Who is this person standing next to you? And helps me remain in constant contact with my families who are most responsible for the productivity on Janus. Bathed in the light of your greatness is a true honor rogue trader. Yes and no, your ladyship. The question is, can an expansive and fertile world assist from feed a few thousand void rats? Of course. But can we ship said provisions to footfall? Not a chance. This will be target for attack. The rebels do not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over our capital. Okay, so we've just had an update on all of the accusations that have gone her way.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
It's a shame that this is all there is to the palace. It'd be nice to maybe have a little bit to wander around in, you know, maybe find a secret, hidden door. I don't know. I think we all know there's something dodgy going on here. You know, that conversation of entertainment didn't yield any results. When in doubt, save. Yeah, I'd love to. That's not my choice. To the void ship. Ventach, as you once sought my help, now I am seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I have hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler, and I also know where they are hiding. Now I'm going to show you the way on the condition that you bring me to them. Warden Caesar! Why did you not say anything? No other path was open to me, but now our paths are aligned, and my decision was motivated not by caprice, but by reason, which compels me now to be honest with the person who can fix all of this. Everything you have discovered, everything you have learned from your kind, they are all traces of the same calamity. Calamity that will eclipse all the strife and wars on the face of this world. All signs were plain to me, but I was here, and the monkey failed to recognize the coming storm. Please follow me, CC. You must, if this world truly matters to you. I reveal the true face soon, but not here, not in the place where it seems evil has made its nest. Have patience and trust me. I believe you. Lead on. Thank you, Ellen Tack. Truly, it must have been brought here by Providence, for no, it was your will alone that brought you here, which has become a blessing for the Lilithan. Lilithan. Let's go on and attack. I pray to the gods we are not too late. Forests of Janus. The last time I did this, obviously I did Dogmatic, so I chased her off and then I killed everybody, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Will be interesting to see how this goes. Okay, so all that information about searching for the planet didn't really do us much.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I considered these forests my home for a time, but I still feel myself a stranger here.
Go down. Yes, I do recognize where I am.
Oh, another annoyance. Spare none of them.
Interesting. Stop, lower your weapons. Yes, I was about to say. Yeah, why is stop lower your weapons not working? That's interesting. Heinrichs is going to come this way, deal with him, and then guard this side path. Because I know, for instance, as well, there is all the way down here somewhere. I do remember. There you go, a combat servitor. Going to come up and say hello. Running straight down the middle, of course, is going to be Kibula. CC. What we need... a decent... cover position. If I can get down into the sandbags, that's not bad, but it's not great really either, to be honest. I think for now, CC's going to come up here. Iliot's actually going to pop in next to her. Dara, pop down here. Kind of out of the way of some people, but not really out of the way of many. Perfectly honest. And that's everybody. I mean, these guys get to go... oh, hang on, these guys. Oh, some Ripper Rebels. Apparently there's 3 of those. You then get to go. They're going to be melee, so I don't need to worry about those. Another Ripper Rebel. Plain old Rebel. And some Cutthroats. Okay, most of them will be too far away to really do anything. And this Rebel gets to go after Kibula. Okay. Let us... okay, this multi-tiered map is a little bit annoying because the camera doesn't zoom out very well. A little bit better. What can we do? We can hit some people down here. We can hit a few more. Do that. We have 19 bad guys. I think I've gone and taken out my own cover. Killed 4. I did not take out my own cover. That's... well, I took out part of it, I think. Maybe. I don't know. No, I didn't take out my own cover at all. That's fantastic. Unusual. And fantastic. Let's go and... yeah, that's the rebel that goes after Kibula. Ah, 3 fire damage. The rebel goes after Kibula as well, although kind of an annoying one, that one, because it's a little bit out of the way. Easier if I didn't have to go and Run after them. There's also a bit of an annoyance. I'm gonna go and take out this one. Then give extra stats to Keebler. Could have a lovely amount of range because of all the killing I've been doing.
Isn't this a job
cover
for the
efficiency.
serfs?
Only person in cover at this point. Gonna go and stick that up there just behind. These two can both take a step forward.
Out of my way.
You guys are all gonna come running up.
Here we go.
Full miss. Ripper Rebel, yep, he can come running forward.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, don't come too far. I want to try and block this off with Heinrichs, if I'm honest. And then Keebler, you are going to go hunting. He has to get way to this sharpshooter in the background. Yep, I'll be able to use that. That's fine. Right, let's do Reckless Abandon.
Footprints of Scarlet.
Let's annihilate him.
This goes against the tenets.
Okay, I don't know why I couldn't quite jump there. Maybe that was just a slight misclick off the mouse.
As the tenets demand. Death is a blessing.
Go and destroy him. And yeah, that'll be me. Go and turn on Raining Blood, ready for next turn. Okay, so the left half of the map is completely and utterly destroyed, really. Gonna be everything coming up this way. Will be interesting. We now have one heavily armed rebel. Maybe, I don't know. It's
Scared yet?
completely dodged.
That is beneath me.
Out of line of sight. Okay, take one step forward. And it will be in line of sight.
This tedium is beneath me.
Go and make him target. That's actually the only guy you can see, though. There's always that problem. Come to there and
Just designate a target.
there is a guy, which I've just gone and figured out, hiding in this corner. We have a diversionist rebel. It enter turn at the start of a next turn, excluding extra turns. If possible, she makes an attack that cannot miss and does not count towards the attack per limit. Okay, yeah, that's a nice one. Whilst in cover, deals an additional bit of damage. Well, let's simply go and shoot for now.
If I must.
86% chance, and there's a miss, ladies and gentlemen. There is a miss. Only 86 as well. That's a little bit... I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit low.
If it serves your cause.
Let's
I am
weaken
not
the Ripper
your
Rebel.
Xenos pet monkey.
Alright, calm down. Heck, he's angry. Very angry. Okay. Kind of the same thing. Yeah, let's go pretty much to the same spot. 38% chance. You guys are just high on the dodge, huh? Well, they're also all apparently shielded. Is an odd thing. There you go, not so shielded anymore. Let's,
War is my muse.
mark some more people. Ones that we can see.
Ha! What if?
What if, what if, what if? This is my
Another one is
platform.
shattered.
Fall off. Get off my platform. Takes a free single attack. Doesn't do full damage, however. We'll give it a go against this cutthroat.
I see.
And then let's...
A wicked thought.
And entrench.
Schemes within schemes.
Is this actually her? It is actually her go. We do have just gone and we've just gone and gotten a heroic act. Fortunately, we can't hit the guys I want to hit. And this one won't have any further jumping effect because they are too far away from anybody. Oh, we can't get any decent line of sight on anybody. Here's a shame. There you go. That's the one I need to be able to see. Yep, I can stream at that one. Already marked as prey. Shame. Shame.
What
I
is this foreboding?
clearly sent her the wrong way to begin with. Let us go and...
Will do.
I'm going to increase my own stats. Then let's go and
Was that you? Or
scream. Then let us
anything else?
as well sensory deprive the Ripper Rebel. And that'll be it for Adira,
Let's get
unfortunately.
to it.
Not going to get to do much.
I will not die in dishonor.
Going to come around here. Very much going to do Ward of the Emperor.
Get me a target.
Sorry, Word of the Emperor. Allies effective Word of the Emperor increase their deflection by +1 and armor by 13%.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I am very much going to
For the
bet
throne's
myself
glory.
big and strong. Then I am going to not force sword. Whack, let's just whack. The number of stacks of unyielding beacon doesn't have any yielding beacon
I
at the
won't
moment.
object to it.
Let's go endure. Attacks each enemy that attacks the Vanguard's allies in a 3-star. Now that's a...
Let's get to it.
There is only death. Yours.
Diversionist Rebel. Round 2. Fight. Dum 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 dum. Right, let's go for a mass kill. Yeah, all of these fine folks. Can I get this guy involved? I don't think I can. What if I want to hit all of these guys on this side? There you go, we're down to 9 bad guys now. Get Waking Nightmare
I'm not accustomed
on
to
the
being
combat
ordered
servitor.
around.
And massively lower his stats. And then I'm going to
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
hit him again. 24, Did I already give this to, Did. I did. In that case, it can go to...
If I may.
We have another turn. And...
In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
The armed rebel.
Oh, and behold the wrath of madness. What is you?
The wrath of madness, ladies and gentlemen. The wrath of madness. Oh, Adira gets another bonus go. Can't do any attacking.
Will
Can do a bit of forewarning. Can do a bit of movement as well. Have I come up to here? And let... Outside of range. Just outside of line of sight, I would guess. You know what, let's just leave it there. That would be Cece's extra turn. That would be Cass's turn. Somebody just burnt to death.
I'm here, maggot.
Beautiful parry.
Death comes in.
See me in front of you, and I'm behind you. Right, he's got him. And then... let's paint the room.
High momentum.
Back to Adira. And... fortunately, we can't attack. And go and... oh, I still can't quite hit the guy down. Oh, he's actually stunned, which is fantastic. Yeah, it's a line of sight thing. Oh, yeah, in fact, that should help a little bit.
Cover me.
Go and sensory deprive this combat servitor. And then... mark him as prey for a start. Mark this Ripper.
Not this Scryer's job.
Okay, he's already marked probably. Kibula. That is all she wrote.
If it serves your cause.
Staff in perfect cover. Call the bold because
This tedium is beneath me.
I think she missed again. Did. Double dodge. Apparently unable to see her from there. Oh no, it doesn't have any bullets.
Let's see.
That doesn't help. Even then. I don't know. That seems like wildly low numbers.
Oh, a predictable downfall.
He's dead. Adira gets another random go.
I know what is to come.
Put that on that. Oh, can I sensory deprive this one as well? I can. Go and do that. Now it's Adira's actual go. Who have we got left? We've only got 5 left. We've got a combat servitor. We've got this sharpshooter. We've got... oh, and 2 on the front.
The witchcraft must be appeased.
Just go and Mount those two.
Will do.
Go and sensory deprive this guy, which I may have already done.
Anything else?
What, 3 guys left? Yep, 3 guys left. I can reach him. That's odd. That's a hell of a scream. That'll be her. Come to here.
Everyone, step aside.
39% chance of foe hammer. Way, 8 damage. Can't see up here anymore, unfortunately. Oh, I can see there, apparently. Increases their resolve by +1, I believe.
Naturally.
Start carving him up. He does nothing. He's stunned. Got 3 bad guys left. Cass, I'm gonna get you to
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
double hit the combat servitor because
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
he doesn't defend that well against held in your gaze. Then wait, so who are the 3 guys? Yeah, we've got a guy just down here. Give Adira another go. Can you? No, can't quite see that guy.
But of course, what an unfortunate turn.
Take out that one though.
Out of my way.
Yeah, this rebel is the one. Seriously. What's the bet though? That DC. I'm actually going to come and stand up here. What's the bet that... Wow, I can shoot this guy somehow.
If I must.
And I hit him. More to the point.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
And I missed.
I understand your
Not that he'll
intent.
still be alive. That's an interesting one. So you have to remember if you target something. Yeah, see, I can't hit him, but he can hit me. It's that's favoritism. That is. That's just favoritism. What I can do, on the other hand, though, is strike him. Oh, I can't even hit the squares around him for a crack grenade. Yeah, that's let's just not go into that one, shall we?
Within schemes.
Then of course you're not going to be able to scream at him, are you? Somebody has to get themselves down there. No, we just can't see him.
Will do.
There you go. He wants to stand there, he can burn to death. All 1 to 6 damage. I should clearly get that critical. Make myself even bigger and stronger. I don't think it stacks in any way whatsoever. But, yeah, we'll leave it at that. I think he possibly just burnt to death. Some Eldari Rangers. They don't stop, which I don't know. It's interesting. I thought I wouldn't be having this fight, if I'm perfectly honest with you. So he is going to burn to death. Combat Servitor is not.
Try to die with grace, at
Let's
least.
just remove that one.
Was that you? Or will
Or the
do.
voices in your head. Guardian, Guardian. Oh yes, and the rebel who's about to burn to death. Oh, outside of range? Yes, outside of range. Okay. Let's give an extra
Isn't
attack
this a job for the serfs?
to Aliette. She is going to shoot at her own people.
This tedium is beneath me. Fortune favors the swift.
And then Again, too far away for those powers to reach. Here I have some more stats. Pull that there.
I do not fear a perilous path.
Dodged, and then I'm going to get shot by somebody.
Farewell.
I don't quite know who they shot at, but okay.
I shall not fail.
Now behind you.
Attempt.
And they're bleeding. Have a bit of that.
The shadows will see it done.
My spirit fades.
How many jumps do I have? 2. No, I won't quite make it. Okay.
If it serves your cause.
He's very dead. Usually, dispassionate face contorting to grimace of pain and rage. Your elucidator activates when she begins speaking in her own language. I swear on Cain's riven heart, Moran, you will pay for your treachery. May Morai Heg sunder your fate and cast it away. May the blood of Eldanesh flood your throat. Closes her eyes and sucks in a breath through her teeth and quickly murmurs something. When she opens her eyes, her face is once again a mask of cool serenity. She looks at you and begins to speak, this time in low Gothic. Please excuse me, Elantak. I allowed the turmoil in my soul to win out over my reason. A slip of that could cost me more than you can even imagine. My very soul. I must be more careful, even in the face of treachery. In the time you told me what's going on here. Call ourselves the Children of Asurian. Eldari is another name of ours. We are the echoes of the Great Empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet you call Janus is one such maiden world, the Lilithan. A haven that our ancestors made for their kin for many millennia. Only the shadows of our predecessors lived among the ruins until you humans came here. We are their heirs, and we are entirely within our rights to call the Maiden World our own. However, your arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. We belonged to craft world Krudarach, vast planetoid-sized spacecraft populated by Eldari of the Asuriani faction, which fell on the border of this star region. Only the providence of the merciful gods allowed us to escape the fate that befell those souls perished amidst the stardust along with our abode. After the calamity, the Lilithan offered my kin a sanctuary, a place of respite in the ruins of our ancestors under the canopy of the forest created by the wisdom of our world singers, living alongside your kind who reap the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. Along with the rest of the Aldari. No, my path brought me to Lilithan later, by another route. It was Moran who welcomed me here. He was one of the surviving Farseers of Krudarach. He was with a handful of Asurani who had escaped death and found the path here, the destroyed cradle of our kind. They were outraged when they saw how the monkey had ravaged our flourishing garden. Why did your own kind attack you? I do not know the answer to that. Many cycles have passed since I departed these forests, and my kin, they cannot have forgotten me. The Asurani do not enter battles they cannot win. However, it is in our power to direct the current so that the elements themselves wash obstacles and enemies from our path. And so it was in this case. Moran the Farseer from Krudarach saw a future without the monkey. We followed his lead. He simply used the monkey's passions against them, their love of freedom and anarchy, their love of domination and violence. Stroking enmity between servants and ruler is easy when your targets are governed by emotion rather than reason. My kin became military advisors to the monkey who rose up against the ruler of this world. I had a different mission to become Estenza's handler, since the rebels would be unable to get to her until both sides were sufficiently weakened. The ruler of the humans had never seen a child of Ryan before, and so she accepted the lie about the degenerate branch of monkey dwelling far from their own kind. What brought on this candor? Your arrival has thrown my paths into disarray and lifted the veil on the truth that had been hidden from me. While I was shadowing the humans' ruler, I failed to see the signs that there was another threat looming over the Lilithan besides the monkey's deeds. The threat should be familiar to you. It is, as it is to other intelligent species in the galaxy. We call it Lan Thresh, she who thirsts, goddess of chaos. And the names the Eldari give to the chaos god Slanesh, their ultimate enemy. Slanesh is a god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasures, and is known for his fickle and treacherous nature. The one who turned the Eldari into the Drukhari. The monkey are weak in spirit, they are susceptible to the propositions of she who thirsts, and in their drive to attain her poisoned gifts, they perform perverse rituals in her name. Rituals that require sacrifices, like the monkey who were brought to the palace and never seen again. The Lilithan's world's spirit senses the threat and resists as much as it is possible. The living things that inhabit this world are becoming its weapons, weapons turned against the monkey, poisonous plants, rabid beasts. These are all like a blade in the Lilithan's hands as she fights the coming of Lan Thresh. The signs that have been revealed to me, they all indicate the presence of corruption on this world. Tendrils of corruption may be threading through the world's spirit, poisoning it even as we speak. But for corruption to take hold on the planet so quickly requires effort directed by the will of another. I believe Estenza Viat is in thrall to the will of Lan Thresh. As mental as it may be, the Imperium's history knows many cases where even the most steadfast followers of the Creed would turn away from his light. Governor Viat had to tap into many fonts of knowledge to turn Janus into a prosperous agri-world. Perhaps one of these faults became her undoing. From consorting with the arch enemy. Senza will be punished for her betrayal. The only punishment for such a crime is death, Elentak. The one who steps into the path of Lan Thresh forfeits the light forever. It's deceitful and cunning. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering false perfection, luring victims into a web with promises of a wicked ideal. The ruler of the monkey perhaps does not even know her soul has been corrupted. If we want to meet the leaders, we best keep going. Let's start to see what we've got, shall we? Of course, the most things that I care about the most. See these guys. Maldari equipment. Oh, the other guy fell down onto the floor. Let's keep gathering goods. Piles of dead rebels everywhere. All of them holding absolutely nothing of interest, it seems.
Lady Cassia, is something troubling you?
Rogue threat.
Once again, you have read my mood like an open book, Master Van Calox. My eyes, they still ache from the kaleidoscope of colors I see around me.
So if we come to Iliet, what we have? Shuriken catapults, two-handed, armor penetration, maximum ammo, burst fire. Always a possibility. She's not much of a weapons skiller. Eldari chainsword, mind you. Good damage. Eldari ranger armor. Goes that to cargo, and then that can go to cargo. Cargo zone. Worst comes to worst, and we have to just look at the Eldari chainsaw. It looks good, and that's about all we grab, really. Hotshot lasgun. Okay, we've had that for a little while. Marksman's rifle. We are going to keep the Rebel Sniper Rifle. It does have a lower bottom end, but it does have increased critical hit chance and armor penetration. So just add that to cargo. Time. Get around to getting something better. Or I should say needing one. I think I will have something better. Mail to Gun. Oh, we don't have Pascal with us, of course. Okay. Then, of course, we have a level to go up. I think that's, yep, pretty much all of the loot from around us. Ooh, 1 AP. Lovely. And then, who are we on? CC. We shall go and grab... I mean, ballistic skill is obviously what really screams out the most. Perception is another one. And then agility and strength. Strength obviously is a non-entity for CC. Agility does improve explosives. It also gives me a higher initiative, basically. But I mean, let's be honest, ballistic skill is king. And then, okay, we've got a lower skill. Shoulder to shoulder. Right, that's just a... It's all just, I'm going to untick these. It's all, you know, you have to be next to someone and then the bad guys have to be next to someone. Like, it's a lot. Is under the regiment attack effects. Killing an enemy adjacent to an ally grants that ally an additional 10 momentum. And especially since I usually... Every time the Astra Militarum commander's ally uses a heroic act, the commander gains +5 to all of their characters until the end of combat. Keep that one. I'm going to remove Timely Rescue. Dealing physical damage. Have plus... Shoot out with projectiles or melee weapons. Its types are impact, anything capable of inflicting blunt force trauma like blunt weapons, unarmed strikes, bolts, and explosions. Rending, anything with a sharp edge like bladed weapons and sharp projectiles like shurikens. Any piercing projectiles like bullets or needle ammunition. Any power weapons. Basically, everything. Like, not warp damage. How I read that, pretty much. +1 damage, +5% armor penetration, +1 rate of 5, and -5 to recoil. That's a very nice one. Willpower resistance test using Fellowship. It is a little bit higher. Characters getting 50% bonus to dodge against the first attack of opportunity every round. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit niche, but it could come in use. Down here, we do have Grenadier. I don't think will really be my thing. Other than that, we've got base skills. We've hit all the characteristic trainings. We do have some base skills. Obviously, she is very much going in for awareness. Which we can't... Doing it this way, we can't unfortunately see who else has high awareness. But I think that's gonna pretty much be her. And what did we grab? Agility, ballistic, yeah, perception. Those are the three. Combat, dual weapon, flame weapon, heavy weapon, las weapon experts. No, we're kind of going solid weapon, really. Power weapon, solid projectile weapon. Gain +2 minimum damage. +2 movement points. Could gain another proficiency. So, you know what? I'm going to go... I mean, a base skill is very tempting. Would pretty much just be some more awareness, which I think we're going to do okay for generally throughout the game. So I'm going to go for not unflinching heroism, weapon personalization. Cass, our grand strategist, +1 AP, and then of course willpower is our thing. I mean, so is fellowship, kind of, but we'll go for willpower being our thing for now. The extra AP, and then... It's weird how so she has her initiative much higher than a lot of other people's, yet she's only got... Oh, it's agility, isn't it? The same as a lot of people's, though, so they must kind of all be on the cusp. But we are going to go... Say weapon skill. Her perception... No, her agility is 30, and she usually goes first. I don't know. There's obviously something I'm missing, 100%. I just don't know what it is. Now, the strange thing is, am I really using him with his sword? I mean, is that really how we're going here? And that is the question, really, isn't it? The rank 2, the bounty hunter, and I'm definitely thinking ballistic skill. Let's put that up to a nice 60. Perception's nice and high as well for dodge reduction. Oh, hello. Dracaria equipment. Common feature, penetrating sight. In my sights gains additional armor. Penetration equal to perception percentage. An extra 6%, that's not to be scoffed at. Gains additional dodge reduction equal to ballistic skill, now also 6%. I will probably get both as Drukhari equipment. I mean, maybe. We have swift sight. In my sight. Potentially something I should be using a lot more. Base skills. Could also get some more ballistic skill and perception from here. Weapon, dueling master, flame weapon, grenadier, heavy weapon. It will not die, of course, which I might go and get. Her health is very low. She is not a toughness style character, and obviously then everything that everyone shares in terms of statistics don't count towards her because she's Xenos, and it is only for non-demon or Xenos or non-heretical, or I think just non-Xenos characters. So it will not die, I think, is the winner for this one. There you go, an extra 12 health. That could be the thing that keeps her alive in the long run. Next. And I'm thinking surely it's a willpower. Thinking it is a willpower. Intelligence gives me a boost to all of these, but... also increases the effects of resisting negative mental effects and psychic powers. Of course, we have a lovely amount. I mean, awareness, she's almost going to be winning on awareness as well, to be honest. Let's go and grab... I mean, part of me wants to hit a intelligence buff because it gives me bonuses to all of these. I think I might do. Then... now we've got Psychomajoris. Prize character level 19. Well, there's your winner. 3 psi rating. Access to new psychic powers. It also intensifies damaging psychic powers. I'm wondering how much willpower actually... I'm going to have to look some of this up. How much willpower actually does affect... psychers and their abilities with the warp, etc. Because I feel like it's probably just a defense as opposed to an offense. But anyway, there's the level up all done. And we came from that way. Let us come here.
They will see. You see that? Oh yes, they all will see.
I do see that. Go and disarm that.
Genius triumphs.
The whispers told me a secret.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Go and disarm these traps.
There, done.
You should be able to see any new traps that there are. She is,
Applaud.
I think, got my highest awareness. Then we still have to go and unlock...
This failure shall not define me.
Crest. Tech use 30%. Yes, Adira is now winning. Or Damnation 65% on CC. I mean, it's low. Low however you look at it, really. Let's try a 30% with Adira. I mean, I'm
That wasn't so difficult.
not too hopeful, but hey, there you have it. Boosts the wearer's agility by +5 and athletics by +10. Now, my athletics guy is not here. Athletics comes off strength, which is weird for these boots, how it's gone and put agility with athletics. I mean, I kind of get it on the whole scheme of the things, you know, 'cause if you're very agile, you should be good at athletics, but they've based athletics off strength. So I don't know. It seems like they've undone that one a little bit. What's the point? I'm actually going to take this off. I think Denial of Nightmares be on this guy. He's more likely to set off Horrors of the Warp. As for then increasing agility, it'll help with demolition, and then athletics. I mean, what do we have? Yeah, I could do that. I mean... There's a chance of getting 5 enemies in a row with her, so I'm going to keep those boots on her. I'm going to give boots to her. Obviously not really for the athletics, simply for the agility. And then, so the increase in demolition and agility. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Took me a lot of effort to get those boots, and somehow I actually managed to get them.
No peace
Which
in
was
my wake.
crazy. Okay.
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
Jeez, this might get a little bit,
This galaxy is my playground.
disorientating with all this camera spinning as I'm moving
Another
around.
notch.
That's, like I said, I do apologize. There's a lot of stuff in the way.
My success was inevitable.
Hey, from Lines of an Ancient Xenos poem that tells of the creation of Lilithan, of turning a lifeless dead world into a blooming garden.
I sense something nearby. Too hard for a simple monkey.
Ah, right, because I think that was a Xenos. More to the point, you telling me... I suppose, yeah, because she is all about Law of the Xenos. So I can kind of give that up on Idira if I'm going to be using Elit.
What lies beyond?
Go up. 55% chance. Oh, wait, what I can do... potentially make that 65% chance.
What a shame.
Oh no. What did that do? Oh, that injured him. Fresh injury. Worn by a psych of the wearer gains immunity to horrors of the warp effect.
Useless.
Okay, no, he's
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
The dead know nothing. And
Your assistance is much appreciated.
give it one more go. Just got
what
tuts.
torments you? Your time has not yet come.
You have my thanks.
All right, let's reduce his injuries a little bit. And so in that case, we want to put another med kit on Ebola. It's not like we don't have a lot of them. Nope, those weren't the boots. Those weren't his boots. Start the next turn for each enemy affected by their psi power or psychostaff attacks. Each enemy affected. That's actually really good for Idira. She's already got a pair. Crazy. No, they weren't his boots. Where are his boots? Ah, they were these ones. Increase movement points by +3. Yeah, those boots. Well, wow, athletics. Oh, that's because I'm on Keebler. 55% chance. It didn't,
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Back of the corpse's head, there's a strange now a hole that does not look like it came from a conventional Imperial weapon. What could it have come from?
Or there.
pulsating purple spots. Young shoots are such as she who thirsts has disfigured the Lilithine down to the smallest of her children. How deep does the corruption run? Ah yes, then we get to meet some more of the locals.
I am prey for no creature.
Happy to be here. So all of the effects on this planet... Ah, we have been ambushed, okay. All of the effects on the creatures on this planet are from Slanesh, it turns out. I genuinely thought it was the Eldari the first time I played this. Trying to push the humans back. Okay, no. But what did we end up doing? Oh, we got Beast of Rage. 5 weapon skill and strength. That's good to know. But oh no, we are stunned. Fantastic. How about you? Also stunned. Fantastic. Let's go and... Okay, claims that it won't be affecting the front one. Yes, it will.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Look at that, another reduction in health. I don't know what they started off because I've gone and lowered their maximum. But, I don't know, it's like half their health gone already. Yes, you both burn and stay stunned. We can go even further. Can I go even further? No, I don't want to go and stand next to him, so let's go and mark them both as prey. Get some bonuses against them.
A wicked thought. A note in discordant melody. What if?
Metal Commander. Both still stunned. I believe the stun lasts for the round, and then it's going in trench.
I am your blade and shield. Killing brings me no pleasure.
I think I slightly messed
Anything
that
else?
up because, yes, she's now stuck there.
Will do.
No, she's not. Fantastic. Let us go and...
I bring mercy and retribution.
Abandon.
Aim for the heart next time. I cannot serve you in this way. As
Yeah,
honor
you
or
can.
death.
Damage over time. And
As the
the
tenants demand.
blade dance begins. Claims it's Adira's turn. It's not. The combat's over.
They will see. Oh,
Nothing
yes, they
from
all
either of them.
see.
Stop. There.
Ooh, how intriguing.
Go and remove some traps.
There. Done. Applaud my
Some of which
brilliance.
may actually explode on me. Or Xenos.
A trivial task.
Ancient Xenos race that once inhabited. Well, yeah, she should automatically pass these. I mean, they're her statues.
Another notch.
That is pierced with spikes and spines. The skin around the ghost is inflamed as if the protuberance have appeared recently.
There will be no peace in my wake.
And here we are at Rebel Camp. Would like... split my party a little bit. That's okay.
The
Let's...
stars are my canvas, and
Pick
anarchy
a
is
fight.
my brush.
State your intention.
Opening fire. Oh, that didn't work, clearly. Clearly we can't do opening fire quite like that in this one. We have to go and have a conversation first. And I thought that was going to be a beautiful start to it. The webway gate is open. Doesn't quite look right, though. Really? Not even a conversation? I came here just to watch a little web thing? Thank you. You should not be here. Moran, I am calling you to account. You said that the great danger threatening the Lilithan lurked in the hearts of the Monkey in their greed and ignorance. And all the while, another enemy was looming over this world. An enemy whose tracks you should have seen in things to come. Silent Thresh, he who thirsts, is threatening this world. And you hid it from us. Answer me. Did you or did you not behold our greatest foe in the Lilithan's future? Did you lie to me? The two tall Adari behind Murin start moving. One looks around at their leader while the other lets out a cry muffled under his visor. The rebel beside you cringes as though the Adari speech causes him pain. He strains to say something, but Moran makes an imperious gesture and the soldier meekly straightens up and salutes. Elit, the outcast, you left the path that was set for you. You brought unknown monkey to our refuge. And now you speak to me with unseemly anger. Your long wanderings far from Krudorak have altered your mind and tainted your sight. Say nothing. My wanderings are the path I have chosen for myself, far from the walls of Krudorak. I have seen and come to know things that no other Eldari could, hidden away in a craft world their entire life. Why do you deny my words about Silent Thresh? Is it because you were lying to me and my kin when you showed us the true path? This Elentak was the first person to discover the coming of Silent Thresh, one of those whom the monkey calls Chaos Gods. Without her, I would still be deceived by your words about destiny and the true future. Monkey revealing paths is ludicrous. Monkey bring pain and strife in our time and for all time. How can you trust a monkey after what we taught you, after hearing the sorrowful song of the dying world? It was not chance that brought Krudorak down. Monkey destroyed our ancient home, stripping us of our defenses, doomed us to wander amidst the cold stars. The colors of these Xenos are painful to behold, but there is just as much pain in their hearts, or could it be fear, despair? I cannot tell. The hues are too strange, too... I imagine you gave them a perfectly good reason to. I'm sorry to hear that your home was destroyed, but I wasn't there and know nothing of this calamity. That one. If these words had come from an Eldari, I would have believed them, but you are merely a monkey. A plaything of your own passions. Any emotion that takes hold of your soul can drive out all traces of reason and honor. You are playing with words and avoiding the question. The Lilithan is under threat from our eternal foe, and yet you're more concerned about the presence of the Elentak than the corruption that is flowing through the veins of this world. Do you never consider that your war might simply be hastening Silent Thresh's triumph? Perhaps the ruler's servants, in their efforts to protect her, will resort to more and more instruments of corruption. You left Krudorak in our darkest hour to gratify your ego. You came to us on the Lilithan, and I accepted you as one of our own. I even gave you a real purpose. Iliot the outcast. You dared to insult me, a Farseer. It was a mistake to let you into our circle. You have turned our efforts to survive into dust with your own hands. I am a child of Asurian. Moran, not a plaything in the cold hands of fate, which you claim speaks through your mouth. My choice of path is no worse than yours or any other Aldari's. My path calls to me to fight our true enemies, not eradicate the monkey. If it comes to it, I will stand with them, for this Elentak can see what you are blind to, Farseer. I'm willing to help the Eldari defeat the arch enemy. So Ilit the Outcast has revealed our secret to you. I'm sure you have something to say in that regard. This world is in serious danger. There's no sense in fighting each other. Let us deal with our common enemy together. The name of the danger is Monkey, and I will see to it that the Lithian is purged of those defiling her face. Then again, there is one way to prove to me that the monkey truly do care about the well-being of their captured world. Eliminate the ruler of the monkeys sojourning on the Lilithan and relinquish the governing of this world to me and my kin. Will stand as surety for our agreement, as will your compatriots who live on it, and the profit that you will gain by tilling the maiden world. Our human helpers will replace the leaders of the monkey. We will be the ones to govern Lilithan from the shadows. Where's my guarantee that the planet and its inhabitants will be safe? You have the word of a child of Asurian who venerates life far more than any of you. What is more, monkey, I have not the slightest desire to inflict harm upon the Lilithan, the land of the Eldari. And yeah, but you're going to kill all the humans. I suppose my demands can be considered a gift for the likes of you. Could not wish for anything better than Eldari stewards to rule over the monkey without bloodshed. Can't convince your kinsman, but I know you are on my side. Will you help me save the Lilithan from the true enemy? Throughout all the cycles that I wandered amidst the stars, I was sure of one thing. Fate can be changed. Cling to your faith, Farseer, but I refuse to follow a blind man who is dooming his kin to a false hunt. I'm going off on my own path with the Elantach. You will not defy your masters and betray the customs of Krudorak again, outcast. My path is not a mark of disgrace. It was what saved me from dying along with Krudorak, a death it was doomed to suffer by your empty predictions. The path ends here and now. I could have gone for no fighting, but obviously I'm going Iconoclast, and plus, again, basically gonna kill all the humans on the planet. I can't have that. I mean, you know, that's not how it goes. We guarantee the safety of your world. Just give me, you know, like your firstborn from now until the end of time. Right, now what I want to do... Cass can go behind... Cass is obviously going to go first, always does. Ripper, Rebel, and Rebel. So I'm going to go and stick her there. Cass and Elliot are going to go behind this bit of defense. Heinrich is going to come far left. Kibula is going to go far forward. If you want to shoot me, you can shoot each other. I'm actually going to set my sign behind a bit of cover from these guys as well. Foreseen future. All attacks against these creatures have a minus 50% penalty to hit chance. Ouch. Eldritch Storage, Prophecy of Doom. Natural agile and can advance their agility, perception, and awareness skills regardless of their archetypes. Then dodge, chant, and +2 initiative. And then these guys should pretty much have the same, and then they also get a plasma grenade. And then Idira. Yeah, let's stick you here. You can kind of potentially run up here and see if you can deal with these with all your lightning. And that leaves nobody? Nobody! That is everybody placed. You are definitely going to shoot left, because if you shoot right, these guys are... You're going to kill Kibla, basically. So, let us...
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain, I have a foe painted black.
There's two of them down. Did we manage to stun this one? No, we did not. That's okay. When does this one go? After Heinrich. We're going to ignore him now. And... Muran, Cutthroat Rebel, and Eldari Guardian. Okay. Those are the only ones that go before Eolit and Kibula. Cutthroat Rebel does look very melee. I don't think I can see. Yeah, there's no pistol. That's fine. I'm not too worried about him. Moran and Eldari Guardian. Let us... Both Eldari Guardians are ranged. Oh, so many things I want to do.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's go and give her an extra turn.
If I may.
Because I want to...
I shall not fail.
Ironclad and Bogle.
The shadows will see it done.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
I want to jump right in here. And that's one attack against everyone. This is technically one attack against everyone. I'm hoping they're all beautifully bleeding by now.
Honor ordains.
Let's go and increase damage. And... Dare I... I'm not going to do that.
My blade whispers your name.
Yes, I had a feeling something like that would happen. 22. Oh, 22. And again, 85. So that, our Dairy Guardian should technically be dead. That was a beautiful extra turn. I loved that. What I should have done is...
I am a navigator.
The front line down
not
first.
A servitor.
Need to remember to do all these things in the right order. Let's rotate this. And see if we can put it that way.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And you know what? You may as well go and give this to yourself. Done. Bit more cover efficiency. CC. Let us...
Oh, a wicked thought.
Gonna go and mark these three as
Let's
the hunted.
see. Oh, a wicked thought.
We're going to do a guaranteed but light attack against this one.
Let's see.
Okay? Because I wasn't fussed if they didn't die. It was just to get them below the ticking damage threshold, basically. Oh. Sensory deprivation to Moran. I think she actually resisted. She did, but she is blinded. Which does help reduce dodge and parry. And then... Helen's perception, etc., etc. Let's go and put that on CC. So then let us... Oh, so hang on. You definitely need to turn this on. Wasn't quite sure if I needed it this round or not, but I 100% do. Cause, yes. We were in danger. 86% chance on a miss. That's pretty unfortunate. Let's entrench.
Time to slaughter someone. Let's get to it.
Eolit. In my sights. Ends her turn at the start of her next turn. Okay, that's what in my sights was. Let us...
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Alright, calm yourself.
If it serves your cause.
Oh, let's get perfect spot. Then let's take a shot. Potential chance to hit.
If I must. No weakness
Moran.
is hidden from my sight.
Which, was that Moran a hit? Yes, it was, not the Eldari Guardian. Oh, then of course, I should have actually marked
Your cause.
a whole bunch of these as targets before we started.
This
The Ironclad
tedium is
Rebel.
beneath me.
And then one of these two is scarier. Oh, none of them really.
If
The
it
Ripper
serves
Rebel.
your
That'll do.
cause.
Heal it.
I will not die in dishonor. As the tenants caught by the well.
Spill no tears for me, Isha.
Doesn't be... Oh, it does. It gives me sight up here.
In the Empyrean.
I should be blocked from most people down here.
But of course.
Go and mark these three.
Anything else?
Go and sensory deprivation. The Grenadier. And we're definitely going to give yourself some more dodge, because you're now stood in the middle of nowhere. Have how many stacks of that? Just one. Okay. Single target melee attack. No, we're not going to be going single target.
Death is a blessing.
Well, they're both dead. Yes, let's come and tuck you in here. And
What is this foreboding?
go and lower his stats a little bit. But that, to be honest. And at the end of combat, all damage dealt to enemies by damage over time effects increased by 100%. Let's go and jump into here.
Not fail.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed, as thou hast willed.
Really? I'm about to say, in the middle of a move? I'll be daft.
High momentum.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if that technically counts as one turn. He's definitely killed 5 people in it.
Was
Just keep
that
stacking
you?
this up against the grenade.
Or-
There's not really much need for me to keep doing this, but not quite far enough range. Welcome to Crimson Rage or Strike. Now let's just put those away. Take out the beautiful two-handed weapon again. Like I said, not quite in range. If I was one step closer. Yeah, so that unfortunately is going to have to be Keebler. I say unfortunately, you know, I've just gone and wiped out... Oh, there's a guy back here. There's a Cutthroat Rebel. And there's a guy back here, a Cutthroat Rebel. Well, they're both going to be running towards me anyway.
Here we go.
Through the Crimson Field.
Let's get to it.
Ow. Heinrichs, take a step forward. Make yourself big and
I need
strong.
a foothold.
And then I am going to Psychic Blade this
I won't
one.
object.
Yeah, he'll die.
Let's see to it.
Just word of the Emperor, us two. Idira. Take a step out. Heroic strike
If
these
only
guys.
you knew what awaits
100 to
you.
100 damage. Yeah, they're dead. What are we down to? 5 guys. 1 by Heinrichs, about to die. 2 by Keebler. Or 1 by Keebler. About to die, quite frankly. 1 at the back who will run towards us. And these guys who unfortunately I can't see. I have no more movement left. Yes, I'm definitely not getting sight on any of these guys, am I? Okay, so let's leave her there. He just died. It's her go once again.
Cover me!
And we're just going to leave her there. Cutthroat Rebel coming forward into the field of blood.
Show me what you've got.
7 stacks of bloodstained. As he ran through so much blood. The more Aldari come out of the woodwork. Guys are melee in their expertise. Now the question is, yes, we do still have protection on Evola. Could get stunned, however, but hopefully
For
not.
the serfs.
Let's clear the field.
The navigator's
Fear
might.
nothing.
No, she got burning, mind you, and stunned. She did get stunned and cannot act next turn. Well, that's a bit of a shame.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
First, let's...
If I may.
That.
My wounds.
Then let's come down and do
Me?
this.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
What?
High momentum.
Another one.
Sure.
Another stroke of genius.
Got one guy left to kill. He's mostly dead by now. He's dead.
Predictable downfall.
May the gods guard us against pride and wandering in the vagaries of fate. Dogmatic, Keel Iliad. Are you alright? Alright, I am overcome with grief and anger and anguish, but if I give free rein to my emotions, I will be drawing the thirst of she who has already entangled the Lilithan. And it seems befuddled the mind of the one who was called to lead my kin. My kin have trusted in the visions of Farseers from millennia to show us our path amidst the stars. But throughout my life on Kudurak, I have too often seen knowledge of things to come, as changeable and capricious as deep water currents. Weave chains around the bodies of those who fear to enter murky waters. That is why I became an outcast, renouncing the traditions of the Kudurak and leaving its confines to seek my own path. Perhaps Kudurak's demise filled Murren with so much sorrow that it poisoned his mind. Or perhaps it was his hatred for the monkey who desecrated the face of Lilithan that plunged his mind into darkness. Or perhaps Sai Lanthresh herself was toying with a Farseer who had found himself amidst her poisoned gardens. I will never learn the answer to this question, but perhaps if I uncover the secret of Kudurak's demise, I might be able to lift the veil even a little on this mystery. Time to return to the shuttle. Wait, before you leave these forests forever, take me with you. To the distant suns, the tale of the children of the Asurian on the Lilithan is coming to an end, but somewhere out there amongst the cold stars of the cosmos that your kind calls the Expanse, there are others. Deprived of home, lost, suffering. We can help one another, Elentak. You will be my wings and I your wounding spear, and your voice of reason should you encounter my kin if that is still not enough. I promise you a wondrous reward. The treasures of my world hidden in the vastness of space in exchange for the rescue of my kin. You remain true to your word and do not go back on our covenant. Press is worded not as a plea but a treaty, but I like it, so we have a deal. It is an honor. My heart sings at the thought of Lilithan's approaching liberation. We must not rest while Silent Thresh's servant still mar the face of the maiden world. Remember your promise, Elentak. When we leave the Lilithan, it will be to go to the distant stars. Murin saw them in his visions, and they sang mournful songs about the fate of my people. And I will fight beside you until the song of the stars turns into a funeral lament. Headed for distant stars, the Odonithus 11 system. Save the Eldari survivors. Quest updated. Eldari in distress. Illa claims that one of the Farseer Murin's visions showed Eldari ships being consumed by a golden blaze somewhere in the Tenebrous Dominek. Is convinced that some of her kin can be found in the system known to the humans as the Forgotten Twins. Anything else? So many. So yep, that all goes in there. Rune armor. Eldari equipment, we will be able to equip that if we need to. And Shuriken catapult. Always go to cargo. We'll keep the rest for now. Oh, that's the guy's head. Now we can always add to cargo. I've got one equipped and I've got one spare. There are rebels up here for me to, yeah.
Curiosity.
Door of the
I
Xenos.
failed my
My kin.
veins.
Xeno joins nor traces of fastenings as if the entire structure was cast as one. Or grown, maybe. Who knows? Who knows, indeed. Oh, 37%. That is low.
The premonition runs true.
Clearly it radiates with warp energy, faint but strong enough to make your... Oh, was that Law of the Warp? That's why, not Law of Xenos. Still, very low. down here, but definitely something up above us up there. That is it for this spot. There is a shuttle to go back to the void ship, but
What lies beyond?
gonna finish exploring the planet. A lot more around here. Oh, look at this. I wonder what's gonna happen. Ruins form lines of an ancient... Oh, wait. Yes, wait. This is the way we did come from. Wait, let's spin us around. Oh, yes, that was down to the beach. Give it another shot.
Useless.
Damn it. Wow, that almost actually killed him.
I am your shadow. There is life in you yet. Use it wisely.
Your assistance is much appreciated. There.
Oh, what's
Hey!
that?
Made it. Took a few attempts, but hey, I've got medkits coming out of my ears, so... Fine.
Oh, there.
Good.
Done.
Got all of this. We've got a data slate with notes. Some more medkits, and some grenades. A Civitas pattern auto gun, and some corpse starch. Yes, corpse starch. That is exactly what it says. And back down we go.
The Inquisition.
And if we suddenly
taught
changed our
me
mind and wanted to go back up,
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
it'll likely take us 20 attempts again. There was... No, nothing about getting up over there. Okay. Back we come.
Oh, what curiosity unveils itself before me?
Oh, hello. Not much, really. Go up, and with athletics of 100%. Yep, otherwise it's all a dead end. Go up.
That was a problem for you.
No. Was it a problem for you?
Huh? One step at a time, amidst the
Become-
madness.
Going to this direction. Oh, we have some more rebels. Who I'm sure
Oh,
would
yes.
love me.
Let us seize the moment.
Say
You interrupted my thoughts. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
hello to
My
them.
whispers crave entertainment. Anything else?
Color the uncolored. As duty demands.
Glorious spectacle of your demise.
Crush him!
I'll call for backup. Guys, yeah, no, I'll see you in a minute. And damn it, I'm a little bit ashamed that all four of those things didn't pop off at the exact same time. So, Cass is going to get as far forward as possible and pop into there. CC can go to there. Elit can go to there. Ibala can go just behind Cass. We don't want her in the way. What is about to come. Heinrich can go there. And Idara can go there. Done. I'm missing the two on the left, but that's fine.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Silent race, at least.
Several dead people.
Me? If you insist, Lord. You're clad in scarlet.
That's several more dead people. We're down to 6 people. We went and killed 5. Yourself some more stats?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's get to it.
Scorn the pain.
And Elliot. Move this unseemly person
I'll deal death with my
from next to us,
hands.
please.
If it serves your cause.
Thank you. Era, have you run forward? Have you lightning blast these two?
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
He took the extra damage. And then let's just end that there. And Kibala.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Let's
No,
make a
the
mess.
shadows will see it done. As honor ordains. Caught by the come. The other side awaits.
Where hell those reinforcements going, guys? Oh, what did we get? A hunting rifle. Nice. Not as good armor penetration. Additional hit chance is higher. Deadeye shots fired by this rifle deal additional damage to larger enemies. Nice. Range is a little bit less. Max ammo also decreases. I don't know, we'll have to think about that one. Got some goods in the corner. Head is speckled with black cracks and scratches to the movements of landings and takeoff. Etc. Etc. Else around here. Go find the guy that ran off for help. Oh, is this him? You not get very far. Athletics go up 80%.
What a shame.
Really? Come on now, stop letting us down.
There.
Thank you. Oh, Medicae 55%. That's quite low.
Just as he ordained.
Oh. Creature gorged itself on the flesh. Afterwards appears the beast did not hunt for food. Simply hunted for the sake of hunting. Nothing else up here.
Easily done.
Back down we go.
I still can't believe that you let me stay, Lord Captain. You didn't get rid of me. I'll live up to the trust you've placed in me.
You put too much faith in the power of your promise. I will find some time to teach you a few psi techniques that will help you steel your will against the archenemy's influence.
As long as you children play nice.
Another notch.
I don't mind. Disciples boots. 10% dodge against enemies under the effect of exposed weakness. Use the recall of all automatic weapons by minus 50%. And oh no, I have disturbed the great hunting grounds. What a shame. Oh, one behind us. Now that's
the Emperor.
a little bit annoying. I've been ambushed. Battle starts. Look into my eyes.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
None of them got stunned. Well, that's slightly annoying. Can't quite get all of them, so I'll just take 2. And front line in there. And we'll call that CC.
Schemes within schemes within schemes. A genius at work. A wicked thought. What if? Let's see.
Let's turn that on.
Behold the wrath of madness!
That's running good. Juke left. Shoot again. Okay, don't juke left and shoot again. My bad. Jump in the middle of them.
Leave footprints of scarlet.
Reckless abandon. Now have damage over time
As the
effect turned
tenants
on.
demand. As honor ordains, I shall not fail.
As duty demands.
Okay, so he's dead. Sensory deprivation on this one. Mark this one as prey. And then...
Was that
a
you?
warning on Elliot, as she might be in for some fun.
As honor ordains. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Then... a warning on yourself.
Trust me.
Dodged. Dodged. Run back this way.
I approach the designated position.
Dodge.
I am not your... No weakness is hidden from my sight.
If we get round to her attack next turn, which I don't think we will.
On it.
Let's scream at this guy, and you know what? I'll do that. Heinrichs. We charge? No, we're not too close to charge. Then I am going to, of course, I should have increased his strength first. Then let's simply...
But of course, your reckoning
Force, shield, strike.
But of course.
Sensory deprivation on the last guy. Heinrichs is done. Let's
Isn't
finish
this
this
a
guy
job
off.
for the tribe to die with grace, at least?
And then we're done. Extra level. Good. Being not intended for such a use among support beams of plasteel sheets. You see containers from the agri world. And then that's this place. So I've been up and around here, been up there, been up there, been up and around here. Okay, yeah, so I think I've been everywhere. Even up here, yes, that's where we took so long to, so many attempts to climb up to. And with that extra little bit of exploring, I gained a whole, well, I say a whole level. I finished off gaining the level I was on.
In my veins.
I have learned much in my exile.
Good. Glad to hear it. Then if we come... way... Nope, 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 not that way. First, if we come back this way, because this is where... Turn to the void ship, that's where we got dropped off. Just before we jump up to our void ship, we are going to quickly just do our ranks. And we can go and get ourselves... Ooh, ballistic skill puts me up to a 70. Perception puts me up to a 60, and agility is always much loved. So, which direction do I go in? Go for some agility, increase that initiative. Once again, though, I don't get it, because technically Cass... Although, no, her initiative is probably based on something else. I can only imagine. You can't see initiative as a stat here. So, yeah, it's kind of skills, weapons, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to tell. There are some gaps, basically, in our knowledge. But agility, I think... Grab that, and then... What have we got? Boosted by... Okay. First time since the end of the turn, they gain... An enemy, the bounty hunters. Next attack this turn will always score a critical hit. Yeah, we're not really doing multi-attacks. Not with CC. A single shot attack on an immobilized or stunned target. This attack refunds its cost and does not count towards the attack limit this round. Let's do that. Then I might be able to start doing 2 attacks in 1 round. Let's scroll down to the fun stuff. Enemies damage navigate suffer 11% additional damage from warp sources. His power suffer a stacking -10 penalty to the next resistant test. Not being used as combat, they gain +2 perception. Attacks against them gain 32% critical hit chance. Set by a critical hit. Like with the navigate's ability, gain +5 to all resistance tests. Could, of course, as well, always do things like increase my fellowship. Which do. And I double up on fellowship. Or I maybe grab some willpower as well. I'm gonna double up on fellowship. Kibola, you can grab some. Yes, your health is based on your Medicae skill and not your toughness. I believe. Medicae, which is increased by intelligence. Enemy suffering from any of the execution's damage over time effects is suffering from bleeding, burning, and toxing. At the same time, all of these damage over time effects deal 30% more damage to that enemy. Max number of wounds for the execution depends on their Medicae instead of their toughness, which is 60 instead of 45. Not bad. While moving, all bleeding enemies leave a bloody trail on the ground, which remains for 1 round. Moving through these bloodstained cells costs the executioner 0 MP. First instance of damage dealt by the executioner's damage over time effects in a round reduces the inflicted enemy's armor by -13% until the end of combat. They actually have to get damaged by my damage over time effect. Damage over time effects. These effects deal 50% of their damage. All their party members are suffering from any damage. Stacked. Ah, right. So my guys only get 50% damage from damage over time effects. Gains +2 wounds. 5% more damage to a target for each type of damage over time effect inflicted on the target. Armor increased by 8%. I mean, my armor... that could be good. Reckless Abandon in the previous round and by the start of their turn still has temporary wounds. They are healed for +9 wounds. All this damage is increased, etc. It all stacks. It all goes up, etc., etc. But at this point, nobody takes any damage over time. We're gonna take Anatomy Expert. A little bit of extra health. And level up available. And does he win on Law of Xenos? I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna give him +5 strength. Has at least 1 temporary wound. They gain 10% parry and armor. That. If I say that. Can't get Psychoterminus just yet. Chance of 17%. Like themselves under the effects of psychic powers. They gain 5 toughness for each such effect. I'm actually going to go and grab that because that stacks quite nicely with Adira in team because she's always adding stuff to them. It doesn't have to be from his psychic powers. Ballistic skill, perception, agility. He will... None of them. I suppose agility is on the edge, but... Initiative dodge chance. Hey. Perception helps me hit people. Also then increases my awareness, but also ballistic skill helps me hit people too. Let's just go for that. Bounty Hunter scores a critical hit, they gain 6% armor penetration till the end of combat. Now that's quite nice. Color Bolt additionally removes power and toughness. Carry treatment penetrating sight. But I don't really use in my sights. Honest. Not at this stage. I mean, I will when we actually get to bigger bosses. It's just not really a thing at this point. So I'm going to keep what I've got, which is increased armor penetration. And Idira. I'm actually going to grab intelligence again. I'm going to try and make her really, really smart. Because we need to increase our law of the warp very much. And then this also increases our tech use on logic, which just makes sense. And then... got, change reduce the target's armor by minus 15% for 2 rounds. Again, good for big bosses. Whenever prey deals damage to the bounty hunter's ally, the bounty hunter gains prey's difficulty percentage damage against that person. Too much. Whenever the bounty hunter kills prey whose difficulty is 4 or higher, they gain 2 AP. Applies in a 7-cell radius. Scores a critical hit that targets... yeah. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter or their ally, bounty hunter gains damage for 2 rounds. Yeah, I mean... the bounty hunter's allies gain 8% critical hit chance against enemies affected by 1 or more of the following effects. Prey, trailed, or immobilized. I mean, prey. 100%. Let's share some love around the crew. Let's go back to my void ship.
History of a world, I am the rogue.
I mean, her increasing her damage again. I don't know if that quite counts for all damage. Or just weapon damage. I would like to think it's all damage. But, well, that was back to the void ship. But we haven't quite, we haven't quite finished here, have we? Go back to Governor Wyatt's estate. We're going to take the same unmentionables. And, let's go back and have a conversation. And I'm hoping we'll actually be able to depose her this time, because she really is a servant of Celeste, isn't she? Still a little bit smarting a little bit about that Eldari skull that I destroyed. I just thought it was the best option, you know? But then, you know, that is very disrespectful to the skull. I understand that now, thinking about it a bit more. But with the other options, like I said, I didn't feel comfortable either. At least not, you know, kind of with the goal I had in mind anyway.
There will be no peace in my wake.
My entourage will accompany me. She's going to definitely turn out to be a Chaos Spawn. Watch this now. Has deigned to pay me a visit. To what do I owe the pleasure? Found the rebel's nest. And what have you learned? You are a servant of the arch enemy. What? No. You have woven your web of deceit in vain. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. CC has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of the tormented Lilithan, walked amongst the decay that you brought to the maiden world. Enough of your lies, chaos wretch. Iliot, how dare you, you filthy vermin. I will have you flayed for that outburst. Your ladyship, what is going on? Colors are darting to and fro like startled shadows. The colors know that they are the veil that stands between the soul and the truth. The veil falls, all will turn red and purple. Even now, I can already see the muted purple seeping through. Is beneath dignity of a governor to squirm so pathetically. I, daughter Hel's Viat, governor of Janus, and the citizen of the Imperium, serve no one other than the Emperor and the von Valentius dynasty. And what are you accusing me of? Is merely a tool at my disposal. A tool that I have the power and courage to use. Do you think ordinary methods would have been enough to tame this demented planet? No. My family struggled for decades to subdue Janus once and for all, and it was all in vain. But loyal servants of those families who have resided on Janus for centuries helped me to unlock a new source of power. Ancient knowledge secretly passed down from generation to generation, accessible to a select few, and which grants power over nature itself. How could I reject it? How could I undo all the work of my predecessors, who were entrusted with Janus, who faithfully served the von Valentius dynasty, and who, with a madman's obsessiveness, hewed this rock into a stunning diamond? 2 days spent among the initiated was enough for me to start hearing the voices of angels in my ears. Angels who gifted me the keys of to conquering this world. Before you offend my ears with more accusations of moral admonitions, remember who has dutifully served your dynasty all these years. Remember who has devoted her life to turning Janus into the primary source of wealth in your protectorate. Remember to whom your predecessor entrusted one of her most valuable worlds, without fear of treachery or conspiracy. Without me, without my service, my sacrifice, Janus would be nothing. An explanation unworthy of the world's governor. You expect to be rewarded for faithful service and boast about a sacrifice you should never have made. The world has turned its back on you, Estenza, and now so has the God Emperor. What more proof do you need, Elentach? The monkey has confessed to her handiwork. I have nothing to reproach you for as long as the tides are flowing. In the name of the Emperor, I, the rogue trader von Valentius dynasty. Iconoclast, I will not allow a miscreant like you to continue wreaking evil. You made a mistake in thinking that anyone would come to your aid on my world. Servant to me. Oh, well, I guess I got my wish for a secret chamber. Move the obstacle.
Over.
That was pretty simple.
What lies?
And I guess now we have our secret chamber.
Hey, what's that?
And a cage.
Blood is my life.
Wait,
Death
no,
In
I-
the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance, my genius blossoms. Oh, how they fear the brilliance
Bolt weapon
that
proficiency.
eludes their narrow vision.
And
Oh, a tantalizing anomaly. Ah, one step at a time. Amidst
Some
the
Law of the Warp.
madness.
This is, yes, Demolition. Law of the Warp belongs
Did you
to
want something?
Era.
I'll warn you if I hear anything. The
Scratch.
premonition runs true.
This galaxy
Through that chaos
is my
rune.
playground.
Opened the door. Tech use 80%. Demolition 100%. Let's try tech use.
The whispers told me how.
Done. Wow. Haven in Obscura. Look at these Slanesh statues. He's just gone and summoned one of Slanesh's corrupted nobles, intoxicated nobles, crawling on the floor.
Curiosity.
Let's go and pick this fight, shall we?
At defiance.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Demonette, Maid of Honor, Secret Chambers Guard, Secret Chambers Lieutenant, Demonette. Estenza Viat. Got anything special? No, you do have a force field, permanent. Demonic Regeneration. Generates the wounds of allied demonic creatures. That sounds fun. Manifestation Warp Creature, Aura of Elation. Maid of Honor. Summons Demonettes. Okay, Cassia is going to come all the way forward. 2 corrupted nobles. in this room. And that does seem to be everybody. Okay. We're also going to come as far forward as possible. Heinrichs, you're going to come back and deal with these two. Oh, that's a short amount of movement. You let... Problem is you're probably Demonette, Corrupted Noble, Corrupted Noble. Oh wow, the Corrupted Nobles actually go first. Interesting. We'll stick... No. It needs to be out of the way. Multipoint, yes, Heinrichs needs to be out of the way as well. He's actually going to come back here. And Idira is also going to come into here. Kind of just piling ourselves forward as much as possible. Let's start the fight. Let us... I'm going to stick Cass this way. Okay, no. We potentially need to get further in. I don't want to get too close to the Demonette. If I was to come in here, that could work beautifully. Can we actually get the other Demonette? No, not really.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Go and attack and destroy everybody. People are burning.
If I may. Don't frighten me.
People are still burning. Their cover is being destroyed. He's stunned. He's stunned. She's stunned. And the Demonette is also stunned. Fantastic. So the 4 in this room are now stunned. And let's
I'm not
also
accustomed to being ordered around.
weaken the 2 in the center. Front line. I mean, these guys are going to get to go first, so should actually do...
Do not dare ask.
Oh, we can't actually see most of these spots, to be fair. In which case... a front line here for Kibula to run into. And we'll leave it at that.
Death to non-believers!
Ouch.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Ouch.
Pain soothes my
Demonette gets to do
soul.
nothing. Idira. Come in and say hello. In fact, this wasn't on end my go. Do that first. Run in and
I know what
lightning
is to
zap
come.
these guys. That Demonette is so close to death. And then sensory deprivation. Gonna boost Heinrich's stats. Suppose I should.
Was that you?
Mark some people as prey.
But of course.
Blind it. Ah, that's what that is. Yeah, let's come in that way. There's Vestenzio all the way up there.
I move
Got a spot
swiftly
for
to
cover.
strike.
Not prey so far.
If
Not
it
prey.
serves your cause. I am
you
not
two?
your Xenos pet, monkey.
Yes, yes, yes. Her speech
I
things when
understand
combat
your
are
intent.
kind of annoying, to be honest. She's very angry. For someone who's supposed to have control over her emotions, she is very, very angry. Let's call the bold. Let's attempt to...
This tedium is beneath me. I hear you moving. No more.
Ah, what a shame. I killed her aide. This demonette, however, is still alive. You see... Oh, you can. Sensory deprivation on her. And let's also start adding some exploits. No, sorry. Analyzing the enemy. Ready for an exploit. Let's come this way.
I am not your Xenos pet. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Then...
If it serves your cause.
Heinrichs. Make yourself big and strong.
Let's see to it.
Combat.
I won't object to it.
Break these guys down. Fortunately, I can't really...
For the throne's glory.
do that again. Oh, we have passed the threshold of badness.
Let's see to it.
Gain a bit of extra resolve. May as well gain some temporary hit points. And that'll be me. Who are we on? Kibula. Now, do I free up CC or do I charge? Big part of me screams charge. On the other hand, let's free up.
The shadows will see it done. I shall not. My blade whispers your name. As a tenant.
Stuff into behind here.
There is movement in the Imperium.
Although I've probably just gone a broken line of sight with, yes I have. Focus on the demoness a little bit then. Kibula, fortunately out of moves. CC free to charge. Coming to this side. Let's turn on this. Potentially start having safe fun under the sun without trying to kill ourselves.
A genius! I am unsatisfied.
Oh, I'm sorry, let me shoot you again.
A wicked thought.
How about now? Did I miss? Oh, 26 piercing damage.
What if?
Going in trench. Not that I overly
only to be broken.
think that going to be getting plus 20 health. How dare you? I miss.
Chaos guides me.
Oh, hello.
An offering of blood.
Didn't see you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's all 5 people left. Cass, let's go and take out all 5 people.
I'm a navigator, not a skeleton. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Target the demonette.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
If I may.
Go and put you under voice command and then give you an extra go. Then we're going to...
Anything else?
Bark up a demonette. Then made everything explode.
The whispers must be up.
You will pay an even greater price.
Oh wow, he's just being thrown all the way back here. Absorbing damage with that shield. There's Going for fun with that one. And it's actually my go.
Was that you? Or
Her shield, yeah, her shield is permanent.
but of course.
0 to 50% chance, and I haven't damaged her yet in several attacks.
Will do.
Mark her as trailed. We start with that beautiful attack. Unfortunately, with her having so many goes, it just takes off exposed weakness every time. Let's just happy to skip that go for now, to be honest, and then
If I must.
see if we can do any damage.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Oh, I actually did damage.
I understand your intent.
Fortune favors the swift.
I think I did more damage. Oh, he's still alive. Never realized. Charge.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
No, let's not do this attack.
I won't object to it.
Just keep chopping up the guy on the floor.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Can you make it in? You can.
Death comes in silence.
Beautifully done. Finish chopping her down.
High momentum.
Of course, we keep dancing because you cannot finish a dance halfway through. Let us... Oh, just an extra go.
Schemes, a new note in discordant melody. Let's see. Another one is
Dead.
shattered.
As duty demands.
Dead. Trying to catch your breath, shaking her hair out of her face in a fluid motion. It looks at you. You have done your duty, Elentak. From now on, the Lilithan has hope for the future. A future without Silan Thresh and her followers. This world has yet to be cleansed, but there is time for everything. Now it is time to thank you. That was the last I'll hear about cultists on Janus. You're hoping in vain. The seeds these sworn leave behind may sprout in 100 years. In other people and other deeds, I pray that I am wrong. End dialogue. Do our looting. Mostly interested in Vistenza Viat. Grants plus 10 to persuasion. Enforcer Light Carapace, that can't have come off her. A Needle Pistol. Sinister Diary grants a plus 20 bonus to Law of the Warp and a minus 10 penalty to willpower resistance tests. Maybe. Obviously be on Gira.
They will see. Oh yes,
Watch
they
out.
all will see.
Watch out, okay. Watching.
I have a different perspective. Yes, genius triumphs.
Undo. Explosive Barrier. Power Grips grants plus 10 strength. Ophelius Delena, notes on the nature of aristocracy. Yeah, alright, let's blow it up.
Well, failure is a bitter taste.
Please.
A mere setback.
Alright, fine. Let's try 35% chance with keys.
Over.
Done. Failed 75% twice. Passed 35% the first time round.
I am the rogue.
How is that for random dice rolling mechanics for you? Oh, that's their actual antechamber. This is here. Check my map. Oh, there is a little bit of goods over here. Other than that,
Watch your steps.
A vessel overwhelmed by corruption from beyond the veil. A sad and
Home of
cautionary
Excess
sight.
grants +10 law
No one
warp, but the
deserves
wielder
such a
suffers
fate.
15% more damage from psychic
Not
and
the
navigator
children of
powers.
Asurion, nor your kind, Elantark.
Emotions distorted by the influence of the warp are corrosive and repulsive to behold. The arch-enemy purposely perverts the colors, making them unbearable to look at for anyone not yet steeped in corruption.
Maybe. Grants +10 to strength. That would be this guy, if anything. Yep, definitely. Let's go and grab that. So slightly helps with his athletic skill. Grants +10 to persuasion. I believe you're persuading people. Yes, you are, but you've got pretty good notes on that already, so we won't worry about that. Enforcer light carapace, light armor. Probably not really up to much. You wear Eldari armor. I think it's still light armor though, isn't it? Yes. Light armor, medium armor, and light armor. 6% dodge against enemies under the effect of expose weakness. Use the recoil of all automatic weapons by -50%. I mean, see, that I wouldn't say is automatic. A bolt gun, I would say, is automatic. I mean, max ammo 3 is my problem with this weapon. And decreased range. I mean, I feel like I'm going to be reloading all the time. Offlak Mark 4. Add that to cargo. Needle pistol. That might be good for Jay. Yeah, so I do need to go through this. We've gone and chucked an Adari chainsword on me yet. Rune armor. Property +10% dodge if the wearer is in any cover. +10% dodge if the wearer's willpower is more than 50. Which is not. So... And I don't think it ever will be. So do you know what? You can just go to cargo. Shuriken catapult. And... I'll keep hold of it actually for now. Divination, unsanctioned psyker. So for instance, use that spear. Gains consign ability and +15 willpower. I do like my lightning arc though. I'm a great fan of it. Medium armor 40%. Yep, that can go to cargo now. Tiny bit of cleanup. So yes, the Enforcer Light Carapace, that can go to cargo as well. Alright, well...
There will be no peace.
The governor
in my
and...
wake.
Well, the governor has been taken care of. The Den of Slaanesh needs to still be taken care of. What happened? Where is Lady Viet? Chaos in the form of Videnza's Viet and her associates, and the Xenos who had manipulated the servants of the Imperium. I dealt with them both. Her accomplices must be found and put to death immediately. Oh no, heresy on Janus. May the God Emperor watch over us. Whatever the governor did, I had no knowledge of it. We will root out those who colluded with her right away. Bow his head as you pass. Oh, no. He's got a secret he wants to spill. He's got a secret he wants to spill to me right now. Where is he? Where's he disappeared to? Oh, he's straight up gone off the map. Hello? Moves your companions on ahead and with an imperious gesture, and then rounds on you, his eyes revealing disapproval and even alarm. I need an explanation. What are you doing? No, that's not even the right question. Do you realize what you're doing? You cut off the heads of the resistance and the planet's government, and now you plan to just leave. Do you not consider the possibility that this could lead to infrastructural collapse? Your new companion is a member of a Danish breed of Xenos, notorious for their duplicity and cunning. It would be a mistake to place any trust in her facade of compliance and amenability. Perception test succeeded. You are suddenly struck by a strange realization. Despite his severe tone, Heinrich is not angry that you broke the law. His every word rings with concern for you. You're worried about me, aren't you? Possibly, yes. Ooh, Heinrichs. To be a rogue trader, to be empowered to transgress the limits of Imperial law and make decisions that would risk charges of heresy for anyone else is to put yourself at risk. This interdicts of the God Emperor... The interdicts? Of the God Emperor were created in part to protect humanity from thousands upon thousands of dangers. I only hope that you don't forget the threats hanging over us all. I like that you are worried about me. My presence in your retinue is not only for the purposes of surveillance. I genuinely do not wish to see you come to any harm, and I will do everything to... Catching himself, Heinrich clears his throat and takes a step back, breaking eye contact. His usual impassive expression returns. Thank you, Road Trader. I see no reason to detain you any longer. Of course, Kibala heard everything, because he was not waved on.
Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Yes, I 100% understand that I'm leaving this without a governor. I feel like I should appoint one before I leave the system. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, there must be somebody who is not corrupted by heresy that I can leave in charge of this planet. You would like to think. Or has the whole planet simply succumbed to the madness? Who knows? Servants, aristocrats, Janus is noble, Aquilatus, Attilus Quint. Ready for export and are simply awaiting the arrival of transport ships. Provide one more tranche more than what is already prepared. I am certain the situation will be rectified in the near future. Enough. Take my leave. Thank you. My ship is down here. Let us return to the void ship. Helicos Epsilon. We now have control over the granaries of Janus. The promise of help given to the Liege of Footfall Vladium Tokara can now be fulfilled should the rogue trader so desire. Lutton supplies the Footfall, allowing the righteous incendiary Corda to restore Imperial order on the lawless station, giving its inhabitants new hope and asserting their right to rule over the station. Iconoclast, 100%. Profit factor gained 5, gained 350 experience. To welcome the new rogue trader, the Depths of Mechanicus planetary office brought the ship an offering of several versatile macro combines, ancient machines whose carcasses had been found on Janus and carefully restored. These sacred steel titans will serve the Von Valentius dynasty. You know, I'm still of the impression that I should have gotten 10 off the Mechanicus when I traded with them, but I didn't. Okay, I get Tears of Repentance replenishing. All creatures that enter the area of effect created by this grenade must pass a toughness, strength, and willpower test with a minus penalty. Becomes blinded, slowed, or disturbed. Interesting. I get chemicals and provision times 1. Ultraquisitors. I gain Starblight. Rifle inflicts fatigued and slowed on the target. Drukhari weapon proficiency. Profit factor goes up by 1. So we don't get any profit factor with these. We get chemicals and provisions. We get Xenotech and provisions. They are to be replaced with more enterprising servants, a small but ambitious Ultraquisitor syndicate belonging to the Casbilica mission. Ah. Sophocracy. We get Apexalium Stimulant. Grants plus 10 bonus to strength, toughness, and agility, and inflicts a minus 10 penalty to intelligence, perception, and willpower for 2 rounds. Finish in batches of 5. Do not forget to collect them. Efficiency goes up by 1. Provisions times 4. Part of me leans into profit factor, if I'm honest. Xenotech's also quite nice. Provisions we should get plenty of in the long run. Chemicals and provisions. Yes, I'm going to go for this. Kara pushing all of his competitors out of the cold trade. The Ultra-Inquisitors are hoping to change their line of business, become dignified aristocrats serving House von Valancius. Let's grab this. And I don't really want the Star Blight, but I don't really want the other things either. And so out of the other bonuses you get, like I said, yeah, I think I'll go for this. Get the profit factor. Janus. And we'll see what comes next. Steel times 3. Gas Giant didn't have anything. Janus is good to go. Right. Let's go to the bridge for a second. A lot has just happened. We have just gone and tamed Janus and removed some arch-enemy heresy. Worshippers of Slash were butchered in their half a dozens. There weren't actually too many of them. However, we are hopefully now rounding up the rest of them and removing them from the planet as well. And the aristocracy is being replaced, admittedly with some maybe questionable characters, but even the Casablanca mission, although doing questionable acts, are very much servants of the God Emperor. And oh, she's actually right here. Let's have a conversation with Eolit. Setting beauty and alluring otherness in her posture, her gestures, her piercing stare radiate from the Eldari. I think it could be your kin from Krudorak.
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We,
Witches, or at least
the
fools.
children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, you
So
are
angry.
talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elantark. Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth into the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the souls of the children of Azurian move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than... We need waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Azurian.
What happened to your home
It
world?
is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Krudorak in its celestial harbor. It happened many journeys ago. We searched, we called out, we looked everywhere.
Big speeches.
But we saw only emptiness, and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon, and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few. For most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about a terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithon's warm light reached out to some of them. Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, oh, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
An infinity
Is
circuit.
idle curiosity a defining feature of the monkey? Or are you trying to learn
Alright.
about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of
The
the
world like
children of
before it
Asura?
fell.
Krudarok cannot
suspicious,
be
so
described
angry.
in your language. It can only be sung, encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the infinity circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight. But I must see clearly. Not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Krudarok's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water. There was no movement or renewal, and even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge. My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by She Who Thirsts.
He who thirsts.
Different branches of the Eldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithon. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Azur. Why ask this question?
Okay.
Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She...
Yeah, my enemy.
We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle. But we share a common enemy.
Your craft words
Is
even work.
idle curiosity a defining feature
Alright,
of the
alright.
monkey? As you wish, Elantark.
Let me to ask you a few personal
What do you
questions.
wish to talk about?
Who were you before you came to Janus?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurion? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves
Not
through the
stray from your
labyrinth
path.
of
It's kind of
existence,
almost like religious
inside
doctrine,
and out,
really.
in life and in spirit.
Follow it
It
perfectly.
is both a journey and
Otherwise,
a
you might
fortress.
fall into madness, kind of a
It
thing.
protects us from she who thirsts.
Well, you know, just
to
higher
stray
calling.
from the
I suppose you
path
could put it that way
is
instead.
to fall. The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw.
I feel like you being on my ship.
Feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but...
Good. He's
although
happy
your
to be
vessel-
here. Kind
The
of.
children of Asurion sought shelter on the Lilithon after the demise of our craft world, our Krudarok. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed.
Thank you
The
for your
words
answers.
of truth sound like music. This is what our people... I refuse to discuss this with a monkey. We are but traveling companions who happen to be following the same road among the stars.
Okay.
Do not even try to get under my skin. It will not... The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff,
Great, I'm a weed.
grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Elantark.
I think it's happening on
The
Janus.
Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thresh. Gardens and birds, animals and people.
World will live.
Under the watchful eye of my kin, the Lilithon could have regained her freedom, perhaps even awoken from her centuries of slumber.
You destroyed,
Could
I
have.
did.
But now we will never know.
Well, they were gonna cause genocide, so I must take my leave. You know, I wasn't really up for that, to be honest. Anything new from anybody? Take my leave.
Lord Captain.
It doesn't look like it, although I do. Where is he? Where is he? Come on, come here, Heinrichs. Give us a hug.
You have my complete attention.
What can you do as a psyker?
The Lord Inquisitor was most insistent that I master the discipline of Santic Demonology. I use my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Okay, nothing interesting. It was me hoping we might have a nice little hug between ourselves. Let's have a look and see what equipment I can potentially grab. Artemis Delaroso, nothing from you at this point. Opticon, Will to Live, and a portable manipulator, fantastic. Cast Balaka mission. Real high numbers on some of these things. Fellowship of the Void, we need some more reputation. And the Chartist Captain, we have nothing to give our Chartist Captain, Austerius Thorfast, at this point. We do, however, have things to give everybody else. Second. I've written a whole bunch of stuff down in my wonderful, wonderful notebook. And who particularly gets what? And what's the point? Is there anything I can particularly grab at this point? I mean, again, none of it really screams to me in the early points. Radiant Glove. The Iconoclast to wear a +5 bonus to parry reduction. If the wearer has conviction, Iconoclast, all allies gain 40% hit chance against enemies adjacent to the wearer. Yeah, I mean, good for Abelard, but am I using Abelard? That's then the question. Extra property +15 toughness. Silent Death. Suffers a trauma in combat. They have more than 0 wounds. They immediately regain 8 wounds. Okay. Base armor property +10% dodge if the wearer has a weapon skill more than 55. That will occur. Because I do, in fact, have that. I mean, I have a feeling that I might not... I've got a bit of Opticon Mechanicus, I should say, reputation. But I have a feeling I might not be going down this path. I don't know. The Cast Balaka mission has obviously got a lot of stuff then for Iliad, who I think I may be using. 33% damage to Drukhari enemies. And Ryza hunt down the prey. We can get some melted charges. Brinkwater Pendant. As long as I have less than 50% wounds left. The top things probably won't be much good. Rate of fire or strike count. Kobe pattern foe hammer. Modified splinter pistol. Another has 2 melee weapons equipped. Yeah, not really going to be going down that route, I don't think. Melee attack after ranged attack. Death World Origin. I don't think so. I think Adira's Hive World off the top of my head. Druus Prime Pattern. Awakened Nightmare. No, I don't think that's actually any better than what I've gone and grabbed, to be honest. Swift Shadows. Once per turn after use Blood Oath or Oath of Vengeance. Again, 1 use of Dash. Whereas area attack damages at least 2 enemies within 2-cell radius from the wearer. They gain kick. Again, not really going to be going for that. Increase the chance to trigger psychic phenomena 15% or warp damage dealt with the wielders. Yeah, Poet's Grace. 25 commerce and 25 persuasion. That is quite nice, but that's kind of the only really thing I'm leaning towards with these guys. I mean, Carnage is quite nice. And that is actually quite nice as well. Dodge reduction, additional hit chance. So that, in essence, is a 50% additional hit chance. Dodge reduction against Drukhari and Eldari is increased by +40%. Interesting how an Eldari weapon technically kills Eldari a bit faster. But hey, let's not question. Fiddle shot and dead eye shot. I mean, yeah, that's quite nice. So there's 1 or 2 items at the end. But I mean, Kari Glaive, Two-handed fusion gun. By the way, 10% bonus to critical hit chance. This bonus doubles if the wearer has not moved during their turn. That's quite nice. Kills a target with a single ranged attack. For the first time in combat, the wearer immediately regains an additional attack this round. Attempt to make an attack opportunity against the wearer. The enemy is pushed back by 1 cell before the attack is able to hit the wearer. Interesting. It doesn't say it only works once. Self-calibrating goggles. Whenever the wearer's successful single attack inflicts stunned. Oh, on the target for 1 round if the target fails a willpower resistance test. Warp guide. Nice. Well, no, actually kind of a crap storm bolter, to be honest. One-handed curse bringer. That looks a little bit better. That's not bad. The raw two-handed exotic weapon. Heavy xenomesh. Heavy armor proficiency. Maybe. I feel like I want to get Heinrichs into heavy armor. So maybe. Mazoa pattern sniper rifle. That's quite nice as well. Blade dancer's mantle. Bracers. Bane of sorrow. Red crystal staff. Maybe. So yeah, I think I might be going cast Balaka mission a little bit. Explorators. Deadly repeater. Visor of inevitability. I mean, none of this screams out from stuff I use. Focus meltagun, yes, but I'm not really using Pascal. That's what this was all about last time. I think bodyguard's quite nice, but I might be able to get there anyway. And then Hieronymus Del Rosso. He did have some things, I think, in the second half. But he has quite a few, yeah, good... He did have a good... Oh, that's actually a 4-sword as well. He did have quite a few things for... our blade spinner. Our blade dancer. That's the one. I was thinking, no, I think blade, she might actually be a blade spinner. Anyway, so I quite like him as well. So on that, let us... I mean, he takes holy symbols, so does the Mechanicus. What's the point if I come to trading? If I can get a couple of levels, I can maybe get a few more items, or kind of at least get them out of the way, really. No sorting, type in ascending order. Obviously lots of fuel. Everybody loves a good bit of fuel. Ship components. Lots of melee weapons. That'll give us a nice 100. Let's put a couple of 100 in there for that. Sure, let's throw in some armor kits. Got quite a few of these. Visions boast a nice plus 100 as well. Holy Gifts is where we hit the big money. Let's go and put a couple of those in. Jewelry as well, but then jewelry can potentially go to the cast Balaka. Uniform kit. Armor kits, why not? We've got plenty of them. And let's chuck a few more holy gifts in there as well. Let's simply go for that for now, up to level 3. Right. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think too much of that was particularly useful to me at this stage. Cast Balaka mission. Yep, happily go up a couple of levels with these guys as well. Type in ascending. Heretic trophies. We don't have too many of these. But the only people they otherwise go to is the Void or the Mechanicus. I'm not too worried about those. Jewelry also goes to the holy guys. Potentially not those. Oh, we've got so many ranged weapons. Let's chuck a couple of those in. A couple of melee weapons. Why not? Let's throw a couple of those down. We're actually going to leave it at that. That's not quite enough levels, but when we go back to Footfall, he should give us, let's just say, much love, because we have, in fact, sent them some food. Reclaim what was lost. So, Dargonus, Kiava Gamma. Look for a cache in the old tunnel in the Shadow Quarters. Wait for the situation to resolve itself. Secrets of the Cult. Bring Heinrichs to Kiava Gamma. Talk to the Master of Seals. Palace of the Adeptus Administratum located on Dargonus. Excuse me. Save the Aldari survivors. Forgotten Twins, Tenebris, Aqui, and Odenathus 11. A new ruler. Traders possess immense power, and many of the world's influential figures wish for an alliance with them. For the Lord Captain to make a deal with such a powerful partner and supply them with resources or riches would be to assert itself as a shrewd venturer. Complete the development project of the highest. So this, I think, will be what I'm about to go and do. Classified information and critical tasks. One of these ship's fuel levers is in poor state. Inspect it and diagnose the problem. Okay. Void ship bridge. Interesting. Interesting indeed. A fuel lever. Let's potentially come over this way towards our Mechanicus friends. That be this. Activate the control panel. Fuel system analysis in progress. Result, no failures detected. System operational. Really? Ah! Until it explodes on me. Yes, start praying, start fixing. It's, very much how you solve things these days. Ship's Vox system needed thorough calibration. Meet with the Vox Master on the bridge to discuss the matter. Interesting. I feel like I'm chasing ghosts right now. I wonder what ghosts they could be. Vox Master. Lord Captain, the Vox system is functioning as expected and no communicative problems have been reported by any of our crew. Please allow me to check the system's calibration settings in your presence to alleviate any concerns you may have about its performance. She issues commands and methodically checks the lines of communication with the crew on every deck. At last, accompanied by the sound of static, the crackling of the Vox and the flickering of signaling lights, the dance of her hands concludes. All finished, Lord Captain. No issues detected. The system is working as expected. Thank you for your service, Mistress Tolman, Lord Captain. Have a quick check. Brought you anything interesting? You have no information. Be all for now. Critical tasks. Forgotten Twin system of a particular interest to the rogue trader. Okay. Let's go across. We have some contracts. Shadowy dealings. For 2 Xenotech, I can get 3 profit factor. For 5 Plasteel, I can get 3 profit factor. Tempting. Fuel for 5 Promethium, I can get 3 profit factor. Let's go and some more profit factor. Why not? Okay, so we have interesting things going on right now. Oh, what now? And if I check my rumors, we have some new rumors. The region of the Nameless Star lies a doomed world owned by Caligus Windscale, one that is trapped in the agonies of a centuries-long war. Okay, Coronis Expanse. And so as we go to the Coronis Expanse, we do come towards the end of the episode, but let's see what potential we have in our arsenal. No component available. Features, all done. Posts, everybody is in their post. Let's have a quick check. CC. Awareness 85. You'd up that by... or decrease that by 10. Sorry, up that by 10 to decrease this by 5. We'll be okay. Tech use 95. Yep, we're gonna not be going too much above that. 110 for his athletics check and 87 for that. Okay, so that's all coming in good. We'll quickly check our inventory. The wearer's first melee attack in combat cannot be parried or dodged. Potential for him. So grants wearer 10% parry reduction and 5% armor penetration. Nope. Grants 50% armor against warped damage. Maybe. What's this one? 50% bonus to damage against enemies that dealt damage to the wearer this round. Again? Not really looking at being hit too much. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by 20% until the end of that. Right, so yes, you can grab that because we're not actually going to use grenades with you. Sanctic Powers, would that be you? Siphon Life compared to Emperor's Wrath. What is Emperor's Wrath? Everyone adjacent to the target point suffers from 1 to 1 plus psi rating times Psychostaff's power level damage. So 1 up to 2. One to 20. Damage dealt by this attack to allies is reduced by the target. Damage dealt by this attack to allies is reduced by the target's resolve. I think I'll keep Siphon alive. alive. Heavy Bolter, that's not going to get used. Elite Chainsword. Oh, we do have more Force Swords, don't we? Will to Live. Enemies adjacent to the wielder have their toughness reduced by -2. The wielder gains +2 toughness for each adjacent enemy. The sword deals an additional +2 damage. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. Gonna equip that. Elite Chainsword. We've gone two-handed, haven't we? We most certainly have. So Sanctic Powers can... Cargo. First melee attack cannot be dodged. Chuck that on you for now. Use and reload for any weapon cost -1 AP less. Let us come to CC to begin with. Deadeye Shot reduces the enemy's deflection by -1 and applies 1 exploit. Grants +10 bonus to awareness. Let's use that. Give you a better reload, and then you... Where has that gone? +10 bonus to awareness. That puts her in charge of awareness. So we are going to swap those over on our ship. Elite Chain Sword Heretical Follower. We've got ourselves one of those. +10 bonus to Law of the Warp. -10 penalty to willpower resistance tests. So it's 20% more damage from Psychic and Navigator powers. Yeah, let's replace that one. That's, I would say, slightly better in the overall. Let's not take extra damage. Grants +10 to Persuasion. Again, we're doing really well on those. Needle Pistol. Okay, Hadari. 13 to 20. A little less range, much less rate of fire, and max ammo. We will replace your Splinter Pistol. These gloves reduce the recoil of all automatic weapons by -50%. Gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks. Rate of fire 4, recoil 25. You're gonna tell me? Rate of fire 4, recoil 12. Info. I have to remind myself what recoil, etc. does. Boots. The wearer gains 10% dodge against enemies under the expose weakness effect. What do we have on you? No, let's keep that. The wearer's movement by 3 points. Yep, let's keep that too. Side powers. That on you for now. I don't think I'm going to be using the hunter rifle. Hey David, how you going? Well, let me see. I've just done Janus. We are in the aftermath. I'm kind of going through all the equipment I've gone and gathered and equipping it to whoever needs it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the hunter rifle. Let's add that to cargo. And this time I'm going very much down the middle. Pure Iconoclast. I'm trying to gather all of our companions and see what they're actually all like, because I didn't get a lot of them on my first playthrough. As for the next playthrough, will I do another playthrough of this? Quite possibly. And quite possibly heretical, because I would have done dogmatic, I would have done Iconoclast, and so heretical is what it leans into. So I might even go Psyker for the although probably not, because Idira is heretical and she's already a Psyker, so that kind of makes sense. Everybody else is pretty much dogmatic, so I might need somebody else in the middle. Of course, we would definitely use Iliot, Xenos, although she kind of hates heresy as well, so maybe not. Maybe we'd end up having to kill her as well. Not quite sure. Crack grenades. Heinrichs. Yeah, you can have a grenade. Have a grenade. And then we have Aldari weapon proficiency, which Jay already has. A divination spear, which I don't think I'll use. Improved shuriken pistol. Well, then that can replace the shuriken pistol. Well, the range actually decreases. Damage just goes up a smidge. Shuriken catapult. I think that can go to cargo. A melter gun, Pascal. Or plasma pistol. I'm going to keep the plasma pistol. Eldari long rifle. There's my Eldari gone. Yep, no, we can get rid of that now. Hotshot lasgun here as well. Blinding grenade. Yeah, I got 3 more of these from somewhere. By that I mean is that I was on 3, I'm sure I just got given 3, and now I've got 9. So these things, I swear, the numbers on these things are going mental. I'm sure I should have had 10 from the Mechanicus, and I got 3. And I just got given 3 more, now I've got 9. I'm very confused. Battle Psycho boots. We'll keep all of those for now. Ghost sword. What's the point, actually? And not that I think I'm ever going to use him. The point being, he does use one-handed weapons. So, I mean, why not? Oh, there's Aldari weapon proficiency, though. Then, never mind on that. I mean, why not equip him with some decent weapons? For whatever reason, if it comes up for, like I said, whatever reason, really. The improved armored body gloves. Can go cargo. That can cargo. That can cargo. Grants 5% armor. Again, you know, why not? Have yourself a helmet. Do not, however, look like you've got yourself a helmet. Okay, hang on. Ah, that's better. Because, although I like how putting on a helmet removes his beard. And glorious mustache. That's very weird. Does it come off if I take the... It's the... Okay, that's a weird one. By putting on the helmet, he shaves, basically. Well, then no, he's not even going to wear a helmet because his beard is too glorious. Parry. Using my ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. Go on her for now. Shuriken pistol can go to cargo. Splinter pistol can go to cargo. Kari, Bloodseeker Clave. Oh, that can go to cargo. I will get more of them, I have no doubt. Comes to that stage. Cargo. Have an eyepiece on, I think. Yes. And so that can go to cargo. And I don't have any boots. And Yoda beacon ability. Don't have any psychic powers. Boots. For my heretical follower. Whenever the wearer uses a psychic power attack, they restore 2 AP or take 10 warp damage with a 50% chance for each of those effects. I mean, she can definitely replace her hood. She currently gets 7 extra Law of the Warp, which isn't bad, to be fair. Cargo. Okay, yep, we've done a nice bit of a cleanup. Add that to cargo. Yeah, that's Sire's axe. That's his old axe. Okay, yeah, there's a. You may as well. Gain plus 10 to persuasion, he says very, very slowly. And then that's going to involve us quickly coming back here, looking at our posts. You can become you, and you can now become you. And then obviously we do have some levels to go up as well, which are definitely well worth it, because if we, I mean, as long as you boost your stats, then they can be used during, should we say, conversations and planet exploration and all of these kind of things. And then it comes to these things, although again, let's go and grab Advanced Skill Commerce. Let's grab more Fellowship. Shell, more AP, Intelligence. Let's gain a base skill of Logic. And some more intelligence. Ups his stats very nicely. I mean, his Law of Xenos is going to overtake Adira at this rate. AP. Strength for our lovely Bahadur, remnant of a previous game. Advanced skill. We already done, yes. Advanced skill Law Imperium. Okay, I was obviously trying to go for something there. Advanced skill Athletics has happened. Base skill Characteristics Training Strength. Training Intelligence. Wow. Advanced skill Medicae, why not? And then some more strength. Okay, so his athletics is on 120. Obviously, Argenta will take a bit more time with her. Likely to use her a little bit more, potentially, and I don't want to have to go back and redo everything. We're going to go ballistic skill. Next. Better to dive. Emperor. No heresy. Yep, very happily. Those both go down, but she's never going to use them. And then we'll up her agility. And critical hit, the target's armor was reduced by that amount. Complete. Then Abelard. Extra skill point. Go weapon skill. I'm going to actually double up weapon skill. We're going to put that straight up to a 60. And then... each stack of an unit beacon additionally increases armor and parry by 1%. Happily. Go and grab that for now. Be nice and quick. And then if we jump to our map of the Coronis Expanse, like I said, we kind of gone over time a little bit. But I just want to very quickly, because it's just a tiny bit of admin. And as we're coming to the end of the episode, so as you can see, we've got all of these things going on. An ending war, dumped cargo. I like how we've got, that's Kiava Gamma, yes. This is Save the Eldari Survivors. Dargonus. Save the Eldari Survivors. Visit the Forgotten Twin star system, because apparently I've got really, really big business there. Let's chart our routes. There you go. Nameless Star has turned up. Muro 79 has also turned up, and we've gotten a few more places where I can go. Running through the warp was mildly disturbing. I think I've scanned all of these places. I have a feeling maybe I didn't for one of them, but I think I have. Oh, I should have actually read that one then. Somebody wants something, or there's something going on the bridge. I don't know. But something that needs my attention. Somebody is demanding my time somewhere. And go. Oh, automatically. Oh, Iliad, of course. Look at her strut up. Yeah, that's right. I outdo you with my chair turning.
Please spare me a brief moment of your... Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar.
So you're being stared at? Okay.
My every move. And still... one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted K. Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Ah, she got some affection shown to her, and she is in outrage. Were you truly so offended by it?
Try to imagine, Elantark, being lusted after by a wild beast.
Well, I don't have a chance either then.
Foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
You're an exotic animal to my people. Get used to it if you want to continue traveling on the ship. But you are willing to become a wild animal, docile pet. Flip it, heck. If you dislike how my people behave, try to spend time somewhere more out of the way. I shall speak to my subjects. You will not be bothered again.
Your words warm my soul.
Do not forget your promise. I don't know how or if I somehow actually speak to my people. I don't think I actually have to. But, there you go. Let's just go back to the map and continue where I'm going. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord, indeedy. And we arrived. And then to the Furibanda system. Reports about malfunctions. Several crew members have suffered from burns and frostbite. Tech boost perform rights machine. Oh. Something else is maybe I should have read it more. Just you get so many bits of text come up from traveling through the warp. You just end up skipping through them, because that's the whole point of me turning all of the warp routes to just simply being unsafe. Because that way, usually all you do get is text, and you can just keep skipping forward. It's just faster and it's easier. Traveling along Orange quite often actually has ship-bound combat, and traveling along Red could have many, many such effects. Oh, hello. I'm about to take a bath carrying a couple of grenades. Oh, interesting. And now I bathe in blood. Interesting. And once again, I bathed carrying grenades. As you do. Sauerbeck, how could you have let this happen? An assassination attempt upon the rogue trader in her own chambers right under the noses of your enforcers. That aunt radiates grim fury, her eyes are dark, her lips pursed. With a practiced hand, she removes the maul from her belt and offers it to you. An unforgivable error, I accept full responsibility and ask for due punishment. I want an explanation, not vain self-chastisement. Understood, Lord Captain. Reporting. All adjacent decks have been isolated. We've begun our search for the culprit and have set up investigation headquarters on the officer's deck. The substance has been analysed and confirmed to be blood containing traces of major mutagens. While it poses no risk of infection to your ladyship, the very presence of such genetic aberration on board is a serious threat to the safety of the ship and must be addressed promptly. Once word of this gets out, many among the crew will surely see it as a brazen challenge to your status as rogue trader. What's genetic aberration? The heresy of mutation. Mutants are vicious beasts who sow only ruin and death. They are devoid of all humanity, and the vile blood that runs through their veins feeds their unclean thoughts and urges. Numerous accounts speak of entire colonies falling prey to blood uprising staged by these creatures, all because their governors were too squeamish to order genetic purges. You don't say. I wonder why somebody we don't consider human and exterminate by the thousands would think to revolt. What a crazy mystery. Alas, the Imperium's enemies are not limited only to those within its midst. Mutants can become a considerable threat, especially when given the chance to organize. The heretics have revealed themselves and are eager to fight. Then we fight, we shall. Let the vessel be purged of their filth. They would have filled the bath with acid or poison. Instead, there are easier ways to kill someone than drowning them in blood, as foul as that blood may be. I beg to differ. Were something of this sort to happen to me, my heart would surely stop. Okay. What do you intend to do next? So on every enforcer present gets on their knees. Lord Captain, this incident has cast a shadow on our honor. We only ask for one thing, a chance to absolve ourselves of our guilt. Allow me to head to the officer's deck at once, so that I may lead the investigation personally. On a previous occasion, it was your intervention that resolved a matter that my own rigidity had only succeeded in making worse. With all due respect to Mrs. Sauerbeck, perhaps you would benefit from your fresh perspective. You think so little of me that you would rob me of a chance to defend my honor. I will preside over the investigation. I'm curious to see the Master at Arms in action. I will arrange for an area befitting your status to be prepared on the officer's deck. Observe the investigation. Okay. Ablution in blood on the officer's deck. So, it looks like we know what we're going to be doing next. As we come down here, we shall simply leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't quite make it to Footfall, and I'm not going to be speaking to Vladium Tokara because we have some ritualists who are trying to cause problems on my ship. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed the streams and will continue to enjoy the streams thus far, or going forward. English, fun language. And so, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that just leaves me to say, as per always, until we see you again, I hope that you will stay safe